the water of the ocean is cold, and we're in a cave on Dragonhorn Lighthouse, where the lighthouse has been relit by you guys. You've ended up killing a hag or a sea hag inside of underneath the lighthouse, who, in the process of this, you gathered a bowl, which Earendael has taken into his possession, put into his backpack, as well as, I believe, 5 beads of force. And we're around the campfire. It's getting late. You have 2 other, sailors that are here with you. Plus, Pirate Pete is apparently by the boat on the other side, and he needs it to be fixed and repaired. And across the way here on the island, we have a ruined ship, a shipwreck that's happened. That's kind of it. So you guys do you want me to say anything else? Victoria, should you want to add anything to that?
Well, I think that if it is getting dark, maybe we should bring over Pirate Pete and rest for the night, and then spend tomorrow repairing the ship.
Are you sure we can't just do that tonight?
Oh, potentially. If we run into any more problems, I don't know about you or...
What problems? There's no shock anymore. Look at this. I got my skin.
That's true, but I think you are the only one that's currently fit enough to handle another shock.
Wonderful.
Oh, dear.
More memories.
Now, if it's any problem, I could just swim over there and look around.
I had an idea. Depending on how dark it is, we are around a fire, and there's plenty of wood around. What if we built a raft to get us across the water?
A raft? Do you know how long that takes?
No.
Don't actually know.
I don't know about any of you, but I'm not walking it anyway.
Oh yes, you do look like shit. No offense.
I think the main thing, Karma and Earendael and myself are out of the count. And Gazan, I don't know if you should go over there by yourself if we cannot get over to assist. I think already one surprise shock attack is enough for the day.
Indeed. I speak from personal experience. I agree.
Okay. Well, if you guys need dinner, there's dinner over there. And I point to the carcass of the shark.
That would be new. Is everyone else okay with spending the night here potentially, or do we want to just test our luck and try to get back to town tonight?
I'd rather sleep in a bed, but I'd rather not waste time either. So I suppose we'll have to rough it, as you Northerners say.
I would love to stay the night here.
Okay, it seems we are 2 against 1. I mean, 2 against 3.
Well, I think if Karma needs to rest, we should let her rest.
Absolutely.
Agreed. She has done plenty. What about these guys over there? And I point into the cave where Drew and who else is?
We're just listening to you people.
All right. How about then who's the most hurt? Karma should stay a while. Earendael, how are you looking?
The pain has faded into distant memory, though that memory is reoccurring. So.
Oh, wait, we leveled up. Oh, I'm feeling slightly more rejuvenated, slightly. So maybe myself, Gazan, and Vena can look around. And Earendael, if you feel up to it.
I am capable of walking, and this elf has a name.
Earendael, that's your name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations on meeting 4 syllables in your vocabulary.
Fair. Okay. I mean to ask you about your little friend you purchased from the pet store. You were under the water for quite some time. I'm just a little curious about the little fella.
Who is? I say as I flick my wrist, and there is a little mouse in my hand now.
Yeah, that little guy. Okay, so you didn't drown.
I was only under for like maybe 10 seconds.
You know how fragile these things are?
Indeed, that is the reason I purchased it.
You purchased it because it's fragile.
Of course,
What are your qualities? What do you spend your gold on normally?
First of all, it wasn't even worth 2 copper, which is what I spent on it. Second off, it's meant to be fragile so it can't fight back.
What does it even eat?
It doesn't. It's meant to be eaten.
Why?
I have several questions.
And I may or may not have answers. You'll have to be a lot more specific than that.
Who are you going to feed it to?
Who
No
do you
way.
think you're going to feed it to?
You're going to feed it to that owl thing, aren't you?
Well, of course I am. He deserves a treat every once in a while. He is a good boy.
Oh, okay. We best not tell the dwarf about that. That is the circle of life, though.
What dwarf?
The dwarf from Windstrand, whatever. You know, the pet store guy.
Oh, right. The one who I purchased the... Yes, of course. Why do I care?
So, if you say you're all right, would you like to do the bridge thing again?
Absolutely not.
Why not? You're the one who can.
Yes, but no.
Well, I guess that's that then. Should we all move to the lighthouse in that case?
Having shelter
I'd
from the
rather
winds
not sleep here on the beach.
Having shelter from the winds would be quite advantageous. I agree.
The commoner comes up to you that's like kind of naked, Gazan, like tugs on tugs on some of your clothing.
Okay,
Says,
I look over my shoulder.
You got any extra clothes? I'm sitting here with my ass out and it's getting chilly out.
I just moved my skins away from him just a little bit. No, I do not. Have crawl into that fish over there.
Fish
he just like kind of walks slowly away from you.
Oh, by the saint's sake. I'm just gonna ruffle around in one of my in my backpack and just throw out a set of commoner's clothes. Here, take it. Like I was wearing it.
No, thank the gods. He starts putting it on.
Oh, that's good. All I had left was another dress.
He like kind of
Same.
turns around and is like, don't peek.
As if there'd be anything worth seeing.
While this is happening, Karma's casting Lesser Restoration on herself.
I'm just holding out my hand after he puts his clothes on.
Karma rolls a d6 to remove d6 stacks of exhaustion on him.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah. Come on, 6.
Use the 6E exhaustion rules. Every stack of exhaustion is just a -1 to all d20 tests.
I rolled
And
Perfect.
you remove. How do you remove all the exhaustion from your body, Karma?
Karma's gonna meditate. Her eyes are gonna glaze over and start glowing an almost angelic white as she starts singing a prayer to Adon. Sorry, cannot talk today. Whispers in the wind echo off the mountainside as the fire flickers a little bit more.
The color starts to return, subsides back to your normal color, which is a pale white skin, I guess. Your bruised face, your tattoo starts to show more.
All right, Mr. No Longer Naked Man. That's 5 silver.
Can you take a rain check?
Does it seem like he has coins on him? He had
No,
nothing
but
before.
Doesn't even
No,
have pants.
but certainly he would have coin to his name.
Are you trying to charge him for the clothes you didn't want?
Of course, they're still my property, and I did purchase them, so I require some profit.
Where do you think you would put the gold?
It was silver, but
Or
I'm
silver,
not sure
sorry.
where he would put the gold.
I look to the half-naked guy just trying to get into his clothes and back at Earendael. I will pay for his share. You can come to me for the rest. And I hand you 5 silver right there.
Thank you so much there, lady.
Well, your debt's been paid. You are no longer of interest. Goodbye. I'll go walk over to the fire until we're ready to move on to the lighthouse.
I think we're all on.
Oh, well, perfect. Then let's head out.
We're heading to the lighthouse, correct?
Yep.
Just
We're
stay the
gonna
night,
rest
yes.
in the. We're gonna rest in the lighthouse, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Close our agreement. We're gonna take a long rest.
Sounds like it.
Lighthouse
And-
Frog's cursed.
On our way there, we should probably pick up Pete, as someone suggested before.
Pick up what?
Oh yeah, Pete,
Pete.
right?
Yeah.
Just leaving the boat.
You go and get Pete on the way. We're kind of still in theater of the mind, right, guys? Like we don't need to move the models and everything like
Sure.
that unless
Yeah.
we're kind of doing stuff. But sometimes I put models out and it's just to show you guys, get you guys in the mood a little bit more. But we really just use the model when it's like battle board time kind of thing, right?
Or when we're
Guys-
exploring, but
Yeah, exactly. You guys go into the lighthouse. You guys get Pete. What in the Sam hell? What's going on there, guys?
You didn't get sunburned, did you?
It's too cold for that.
Oh, but the
What-
sun was quite blazing a moment ago.
What the
I
hell
think.
happened to you? You got blood all over you there, buddy.
Oh, I got some skins, and I like just wave it in the wind.
Jesus Christ.
absolutely
Great
disgusting.
God of Comies.
Now,
Is
if you
this
tell
giant-
Corin about this, I will murder you.
Murder me?
Yes,
I won't tell him.
thank you.
Was unexpected.
I'll lean over to Vena and Karma. Be like, what part of that do you think would be worthy of murder? The fact that he has skins, or the fact that she has blood on her?
I think the skins.
Should have been entertaining either way.
Now, Pete, we came to ask you to join us in the lighthouse. We're going to stay the night.
We can't head back.
Unfortunately,
On
not
what?
today.
On what, that? I point towards the half-destroyed boat.
You didn't find no lumber?
Well, sure, but look at the time. I point towards this impeding sunset.
Oh, God. Anybody got a drink?
Go
I
for it.
wish.
As this fight would stoop to such lows.
No,
Pete,
we did
like-
have fish, though.
That'll be something because Pete's getting kind of hungry.
It is
Yeah,
lumber.
I don't think any of us took any of the fish with.
yeah. We left it down on the beach with Drew and the others.
We didn't take them with us?
I reckon we would have, but I mean, if they didn't come with us, that's their choice.
Still putting his
I don't know
pants.
where are they gonna go? Yeah, it'd be a little tight on him.
I think there is lumber that we found down on the beach front on the other side of the island, but unfortunately, there's quite a few dangers here. So, caution might be our best ally.
Wonderfully said. Now,
Oh, hold on. I think we lost the DM.
Oh,
The
yes.
stream's offline too.
He's a ghost!
Wait a second.
That's a bit of a problem.
Lost the DM.
hey, look at me. I am the dungeon master now.
What will you tell us today, Mr. DM? How do we
All right.
proceed
I
with the
guess he has
story?
nothing to say.
So, you all wake up. Then
So,
you die.
You're finally awake.
Hey,
Oh, when
you,
you become
you're
DM,
finally
huh?
awake. All right, so you all wake up on this cart, right? It's cold outside. It's a little snowy. And then there's this fair-haired, large, muscular man sitting across from you in binds saying, hey, you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us. And that thief over there. He gestures towards a scrawny-looking man. and darker clothes.
I pelvic thrust on the corner of the cart.
Wait, what?
I pelvic thrust on the corner of the cart.
Oh gosh.
Roll a wisdom save.
Natural 1.
As you fail your wisdom save, you have a hernia so powerful that you cease to exist.
He said, "Feel
Skyrim.
free to RP at Lighthouse while I rejoin." Poor Pete.
All right.
Sweet.
All right, so we get to. I'm assuming nothing happens as we try to get up there.
I RP that I'm now level 20 and I nuke the island.
There you go. Wait, is Karma? You got cursed from the skull when we first walked in, right? Is that
Yeah,
still
that
a
was
thing?
that was a one-time curse, right? That was disadvantage on one of your next to throws, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom also destroyed it, so we don't have to worry about it.
Was I the only
Yeah,
one
wasn't it?
at max? Or
I think I have like the highest HP right now.
Yeah.
well, I never got. I mean, I
at-
never lost any ever.
Oh yeah, but I also
I'm
took
at-
7 damage like from the boat, so I haven't taken any damage from the fights after that.
I am at 14 out of 16 right now, so I'll be all right.
All right. Well, I suppose we walk through the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And
We're resting.
okay.
Indeed. Now let's roleplay sleeping.
Can I use? Do you have a tail, Gazan?
I do. Yes.
I look at Gazan and be like, "Can I use your tail as a pillow?"
It's quite hot. Although shouldn't one of us stay up and be guards? Those
Oh, we
fishing
could take
things-
turns.
First watch.
I'll get second.
Hmm.
How is
Thank
everyone?
I require little sleep, as does, I look over towards Sim. Fuck, I forgot your name. What was your character's name again?
Vena.
Vena.
Vena, right? I usually use the.
I don't know how to change it. Sorry. I
No,
could
you're
change
fine.
it.
How do you?
Oh,
change
rename. I got it.
Settings? Okay, you got
Changing
it. Yeah, I look over towards Vena. We require little sleep due to our superior genes. So,
Sorry, you were mumbling. What did you say?
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. We require little sleep due to our superior genes. So, allow us.
Bruh.
That is fair.
Earendael,
That is my name. Yes.
how much sleep do you require?
4 hours.
Where do I find?
How do you pass the time as an elf?
cards.
Meditation.
Oh.
Yes, but what do
Study.
you do? Do you just stare out into the black of the room?
No, I revisit past experiences and relive them.
No wonder you're so
I do not-
cynical.
I do not dream as you do.
That's curious. I'd rather stay away from my own dreams then.
That's sad. You can't dream.
Elves
It's
only
not that
go
I
into.
can- It is not that I cannot dream, it's that I choose not to. Dreams are wild and unpredictable things, and it provides a momentary feeling of a lack of control. One thing that I refuse to accept.
Sounds like your greatest fear.
Yo,
No, that
how you
would be
doing?
water. And
Yeah.
now sharks.
Oh, but you beat the shark. You don't have to. Come on, move on.
If I might ask,
Hilarious. Go ahead.
we were all sent here for a job, and
Yeah.
I believe that now, once we return our gory bounty, what then?
Now, I don't know what. You all seem to have important lives outside of this, so I can take the heads and I can bring them to my master, and I will seek you all out and pay you. Or you could come with me to High Pass. The choice is yours.
What is in High Pass for you?
It's a giant city. There's everything you could wish for, I guess. As long as you don't stir
Pain.
trouble.
Suffering, turmoil, People.
The very definition of humanity.
That is
No offense.
very a blink look on the life itself.
Life is bleak.
If you
Well,
don't mind me asking-
Go ahead, Victoria.
Oh, I was just mainly going to prod Gazan a little more. If you don't mind me asking, Gazan, you somewhat mentioned your history, but I don't know how many people in your position I've actually come across who are so open about it, I suppose, or at least so separated from the,
Oh,
you know.
now it is a very touchy subject.
I'm
However, I've had some time to dwell on my own death. You mean to ask me about the time I owned an inn? I forgot to tell you on the way here. I owned an inn. It was a part of a deal with a noble. We ran an inn for about a month. I was the owner. I had plans for it. We were getting the wine and quests and flyers were all rolling in. We were starting to make a lot of money. And then a gang leader just, I think it was a fireball or something. I think one of my crewmates said it was a fireball that exploded at the front gates. We chased him down. We arrived at some abandoned housing. We charged in. We slayed as many as we could. But apparently the leader got away. And I chased him out into the streets full of people. And I just saw him. I'm not proud of what I'm about to say, but I may have injured a number of individuals, 20 individuals in that rush.
With your fire breath?
No, I charged and shoved people away. Half of them were nobles, and I was stopped and trialed, jailed, to be executed.
How badly were these people hurt?
They all lived. They all lived, but I think I heard one of them broke an arm or something lesser.
Only one?
Wounded pride?
No. Damaging any noble in any way, be it physical or reputation-wise, is certainly more than enough to call for execution.
Hardly.
I was jailed, sent off to jail for 90 days, and I was to be executed.
Only 90. No
90
hard labor.
days. No, I when I
Quite
first got
surprising.
there, I spent the first couple of days in isolation. I didn't feel like eating, didn't want to see anybody. Her eyes start to water a little bit. But then I tried what I could. I didn't want my life to end on such a dark note. So I started to seek out employment within the jail. I would teach the new prisoners around, give them something to live for, something to remember me by, as I saw my ending coming up in the end. 21 days before my execution, Corin showed up in the prison. He bailed me out. He paid my bail. I serve him because I have to. I'm not proud of what I'm doing while under his leadership. But it's better than dying. I don't want to die.
Was this in High Pass? Or was this from your homeland?
Well, after I was released from jail, I came to High Pass.
So this all happened in Demera?
No. I grew up in Delmiriv. That's in Faerun, very far from where we are at right now.
That's another continent, is it not?
It is. It is. And I've had to learn. I've only been here for about 9 months or so.
Mm.
But I'm trying to learn everything there is. My gods are foreign here. It's a really peculiar. I feel like a nobody. I don't like that.
And what are your gods?
Pardon?
What are your gods?
I serve the five-headed lizard, Tiamat. Well, serve. I don't know so much about that anymore. It's a long story, actually quite from my childhood, and I don't want to bore you.
You serve a chaotic, evil demonoid in the form of a dragon.
See, that is what all my fucking hashlings and siblings told me. But she bestowed a blessing upon me from a very early age. You can talk smack about her now, but she was there for me when nobody else were.
Yes, that's typically how demons pick their targets when they're at their lowest point, the weakest.
It's true.
I'm not trying to make it seem like your god is unworthy. I simply am stating a well-known fact that she is quite evil, quite dangerous, and
Quite the
barely
manipulator.
Well, hold
barely
on.
even worthy of being called a god.
I think
She's a deity.
She's a prisoner.
Barely.
A prison? What?
She's a prisoner. Call her what she
Prison
is.
of what?
Prison of fake faith.
So I see. You were saying something, Victoria?
was going to ask why is it I know of Tiamat by name, but I guess I'm not aware of her religion. What is it exactly that grants her so quickly to be evil?
Well, she is the deity of wealth and I think also selfishness. I choose to ignore that fact. I don't think too highly of her, however, because she has never been there since that one time when she gave me a vision of which I was going to do great deeds, but I had to serve her as a champion. I have not had any contact with her for about 30 years. I pray to her. She gives me her power. I know as much. But I don't know. I can't stay silent about this for much longer.
What is
You
happening?
are descendant of the brass bloodline, are you not?
I am.
Strange then that you do not choose to serve Bahamut.
Oh, you know that guy. Yeah, well, we Dragonborn, we have a 10 years relationship with the dragons of this world. I share in that hostility. That was how I grew up.
Fascinating.
What?
Now, if everybody is ready, let's catch some sleep.
Are there any
Yes.
conditions for you to be free, Gazan?
One more time?
Are there any conditions to your contract?
She has told me nothing. She has never guided me. I think I am on the right path, but I cannot be sure. She won't tell me anything.
What about your mortal contract with your relationship with Cordon?
Corin, well, I don't know. I do want to be free, but I don't know what I would do with my own freedom. I aid him because he can kill me if he just wants it. Imagine that you have a knife in your neck, ready to be plunged in at every second of your life. I have to obey.
Is that what the mark is for?
It is quite expensive.
I would reckon, yes. Slave marking is rather common, but to do so with magic is honestly quite impressive and efficient. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Oh? Why wouldn't I be
Yes.
alive?
Well, typically when a noble is invested enough to watch someone rot in prison, they don't typically have a, as you said, bail.
Oh,
He must have paid quite a lot of money in order to bring you out of there.
I don't remember how much he paid for me. I don't.
I wonder if you were worth his investment.
I don't think
I
that's...
certainly think so, the way he's treating me.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
I am concerned that... I don't mean to push the subject, but why were you sent into a dangerous situation without proper equipment?
Oh, with this knife here. Now that is just because he keeps my former life contained away from me. It is his. No, I don't own anything. He doesn't allow me to bring home anything, not even the shark skin I have just skinned.
So
He
what
is
makes
taking
you
all I
think
own.
that he's gonna let you keep the payment?
I am not getting paid. You guys are getting paid.
Expected. After all, it would not be a master-slave relationship if that said slave were paid. That would be indentured servitude.
It seems like a grave injustice, though.
Legally sound, though.
Right.
I don't know. Nobles that are unable to take a shoving in the street don't seem very noble-like or worthy of leadership.
It all boils down to lineage and wealth.
Indeed. Oh, and pettiness. You forgot to mention that.
Very petty.
Now, you as sage, doesn't that make you a noble in some respects?
Oh no, I am absolutely of noble bloodline.
Oh, do tell.
Couldn't tell by
tell
his
what?
swimming.
Ha ha. Quite funny. Unlike my peers, I was not physically fit enough to be taught in the ways of swordplay or the likes. However, I had a vastly superior intellect compared to my peers. At a very young age, my magic manifested. Nearly burned down the house, but I managed to refine it over the course of a few mere months, and after 30 or 40 years, I was able to accurately use arcane sigils. Hovering in front of you. It is nice, I believe a word would be accurate for, to know that, well, for lack of better words, that I'm better than my peers. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not feel entitled. I do not feel as though my
Obviously
life is
humble.
worth.
Oh, very humble.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I do not see my life as more important than others, but I am willing to acknowledge the fact that I am, by birth, superior. However, there is value in all life, and if it were not for those lesser than me, how could I be better?
What do you think is the duty of a nobleman?
To protect those who serve under him, to serve the people he protects, and to obey the duty and the law of his monarch.
Now, is this what you truly believe or something that you parrot?
It's something that I agree with to some extent.
Well, I suppose after this, we turn in our bounty, and I'm interested in Gazan's proposal to travel the High Pass.
That
You
was my
are?
intended destination.
But you guys have free rooms in the Inn of the Golden Chain, don't you?
Oh God, as if I'd stay there.
Why? Is it too lousy for you, nobleman?
Indeed. There was a filthy orc and goblin who were tainted by the darkness that just walked in there and then flamed all over the floor. It's probably riddled with disease.
They were really quite nice, actually.
Really.
Yeah, it's a great conversationalist.
Didn't look like they were quite nice when they were, well, what's the commonest
Getting drunk
term
under
for
the
it?
table by Vena, I know. They were very upset.
Peer pressure, was it? Yes. Seemed quite aggressive.
Not
But,
any
I
more
mean,
aggressive than a noble.
noble that shows aggression is not a very good noble.
Now, Vena, you've been quiet for most of the day, haven't you? Where do you hail?
My hometown doesn't matter because it doesn't exist.
Not anymore?
Not anymore.
Goodness. I'm sorry I asked.
It's okay. It's still hard to talk about, so I don't mention it too often. Especially to strangers, I suppose.
Oh.
There was just
Not
a
in
ruining in my town, and basically took out everybody in my family. Well, most of them. Well, some was my fault. It's hard to talk about, but there was a raid in our village and it took out everybody, and I watched my parents, them get attacked. I tried helping them with the magic that I knew, but with wild magic, you'd never know. I tried to defend them, and I missed. And I hit my sister instead. Don't judge me on this. It was an accident. Didn't mean it. It just...
You can never judge, Vena.
I'm still learning. I was just still learning. I was so young.
I'm in hardly any position to judge anybody.
Yes. I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, so now I have no hometown.
Not being properly trained in magic is typically quite dangerous. So it's to be expected that someone were to unexpectedly die.
That's why I'm so indecisive when we come across any of these these beasts, these creatures. I don't know what to do. I'm too afraid. What if I hit one of you?
Well, I think I'm safe to say, and I say with love, Gazan, that I'd be all right.
I still owe you something for that.
I'm not judging. I'm not mad. It's all right.
Yes,
fine.
but I cannot live with that.
Forgot
That
about
was
that.
an
I wasn't
honest
bringing up
mistake.
drama. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
No, it's all right.
This is quite entertaining. Please
I'll find a
continue.
way to still repay you. You have my word.
I believe you. I can see that you feel guilty, but I think when we do things like this, if we have to fight like this, there's going to be times where we'll end up hurting each other, intentionally or not. But luckily, we have Karma here to pull us out of bad decisions.
Maybe if she gets cold
You're
during
all
the
gonna be the
evening.
death of me.
I'm sorry, Karma.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Just by simple healing, you almost died today. That was quite frightening.
True.
Hey, Karma, I think if we do plan to travel together longer, we should probably have a discussion about your well-being as well.
Who's
If
going to heal the healer?
If I ever fall in battle, do nothing. It's
Oh, that's
Adon's
impossible.
will.
Are you talking?
Oh, God.
After healing everybody else, that would be impossible.
It is my religion.
Are you talking about if you were to die, or if you were to be in
Yes.
my position earlier?
If I am beyond repair, do nothing. Leave me.
At the very least, Karma, if you could do your best to not assist in pulling yourself apart.
You have to make that same promise.
I try every day.
Then we should both be fine.
Yes, well, this just got very depressing. So, who wants to fall asleep first?
Now, Victoria, at least you got a cool scar out of it. That will be a conversation piece later in life.
Scars are easily healed.
Ah,
If I can
I got
actually
some
heal it right
cool
now,
ones,
would
too.
you like me to?
I got some cool ones too. I guess you don't have one, Nobleborn.
Of course not, as if I let my body be damaged in such a way. Especially not in a way that will allow me to flaunt it as if it's some trophy. Barbaric.
Battle scars are just a memory.
indeed they are.
I have quite enough of those, thank you.
Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
I'll stay awake. Do you already agree who's taking first watch?
I'll take
The
first
elves will
watch.
handle it.
Sleep with
Well,
our eyes
well-
open.
I said we need little sleep, not no sleep.
All right. Well, Karma, if you want to...
We can take second and third watch.
Karma probably needs a lot of sleep.
Absolutely, yes.
Feeling great.
Oh no, Karma, we got this.
I'll stay up. I'll stay up with Karma, and then we'll relieve you two.
Okay, but can you at least be quiet? I don't sleep very well.
Like
Good.
a mouse.
We'll try our best, Kazan.
Thank you.
Your skin's as a blanket.
That's a
Absolutely
cool
not.
idea.
Absolutely not. I scooch further away from you. And I just crisscross applesauce and put my hands in my lap and I just meditate. My
Wish
body
Earendael
just
would have said crisscross
floats.
applesauce.
At this point, has everyone gone to sleep?
I suppose so. I think we started.
Karma would definitely look at Victoria and be like, I'm serious. If I go down, just leave me.
I understand, and I can respect your choices in your religion if that's really what you want.
Yes, to be ripped from my goddess would be hell.
At the very least, if you are to fall, then so be it. But I will do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen.
If I can still stand back up, or if I'm really unconscious, by all means, a helping hand would be grand, but if I look like I've lost the fight, you're more than willing and more than able to just walk away.
Would you prefer to be buried, like I've seen you doing?
Cremation.
All right.
I would hate to see my corpse be used against any of you.
Oh. Oh.
I always like to prepare for those types of things.
If that were to happen, would you want us to try to seek out your siblings, or?
If I die before I get a chance to kill my sister, please kill her for me.
All right. I
And
don't.
kill my brother too. He's annoying.
What are their names? I don't think I asked you that before.
My brother's not important or worth mentioning. I'm sure the time will be right when you meet him.
Very well.
My sister's name is Lilith.
Lilith, very on point.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
I believe that is the most passionate thing I've heard you say so far, Karma. I believe you.
Family
like
runs
pain.
deep.
Very well. In the event that you are to fall in battle, I will fulfill this final wish for you, Karma.
Thank you. And please, maybe don't stand next to Gazon in any more fights.
That would be your second request?
Yeah.
Or not in front of him.
He seems to get tunnel vision when he fights. Or she, my bad. It's been a long day. I'm quite exhausted.
No, you're right. Yeah, a little 2 for 2 on that one, isn't she?
Yeah.
Do you think that she was trying to kill me?
I don't know if it was intentional, but the intent was there. They wanted something to die.
I would say, if that was the case, I would admit she's a very good assassin. Well, in terms of, I wouldn't have expected her to be an assassin.
Yeah, no, very heavy armor for an assassin.
All right. Here's to hoping nothing happens tonight. I'm just gonna settle in.
Dilly.
Yeah, Karma will settle in too. Wait for the end of the watch.
Welcome back, DM.
I'm trying to be back. It is what it is.
You're here.
I'm getting Bill Gates over here with blue screens of death.
DMD without DM.
It's
Don't
great.
worry, Az. I was a very suitable replacement while you were away.
He put us in Skyrim.
It's doing great. Guys go to sleep. Pirate Pete passes out with some fish in his gut. The other guys, well dressed and fed. You know, everybody has a bunch of fish and some of the leftover blubber, I guess, from Gazan's shark meat he puts up on the beach and cooks it up. Guys rest well in the lighthouse, and we go through a long rest. We wake up the next morning.
And so remind me, DM, is there anything that happens with the long rest that's special, or is it just the D&D Beyond long rest?
You gain half of your hit dice back, and you gain all your spell slots and abilities back. But the difference is you don't gain like all of your hit points back, and you lose 1 stack of exhaustion if you have exhaustion. Cool. What
Yep.
time do you guys want to wake up?
Probably like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, probably as close to sunrise as we can.
The sun,
Overheal.
the sun comes out, and it's 8:11 in the morning on the 25th of Aspis.
I think start the day before we get too far out and prep here. I'm gonna send Matilda out to scout the island, make sure nothing came up on us while we were slept. I'm gonna hold up my hand up to summon my little white dove, and as I do that, if you're okay with the DM, instead of a dove, I get a big ass angry goose that is that just starts screaming and honking and running all over the place. Like, oh, come on!
What?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's that wasn't supposed to
Put
happen.
that thing away.
I did it. Just pocket dimension.
Good morning.
Took y'all long enough.
Stand up and stretch.
All right. I'm gonna step outside the door and throw Goose Matilda away, and do the whole scout the island real quick, just through the familiar vision.
The goose was like our rooster.
Hmm?
It said the goose was like our
Hey.
rooster.
Matilda goes around flying through the sea breeze in the morning. It's windy and musty, you know, like there's the residual droplets of air that flies up against her wings. The lighthouse itself is desolate on its own island out in the middle of the ocean, southeast of Windstrand. If Matilda flies high enough, she could see very far off in the distance over the mist on the horizon the city of High Pass. Miles away, must be at least a day or two voyage by ship to go out there and across the great river there. And Matilda, of course, sees a shipwreck that is recent, you know, half destroyed. The sail is busted. It appears to have crashed up across the reef. It's damaged. Are you getting spam, Vena, with more sound effects?
Sorry.
It's hilarious.
The timing. I forgot to turn my sound those down. I turned everything else down, but I forgot those.
I love it. I want you to do some dancing now.
I did. I went like this.
Okay, cool.
Do I see any obvious signs of enemies or threats on the island or near the shipwreck?
Yeah, make a perception roll with the dove.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go into like just
Start doing some
working
push-ups.
out. Yeah, indeed.
Dragonborn push-ups.
Karma's gonna
Gotta
walk
get
over
my
and
daily
put
routine
a foot
in.
on their back.
Oh, okay. Sure, you could try.
This
Yeah,
small
well-
little woman, does Karma wear heels?
Yeah, Karma wears heels.
Got some
Yeah.
heels, but she's like pretty light. She's probably like, what, 120 pounds?
90 pounds. Karma's gonna try to add
Yeah,
resistance.
she's just kind of like, you know, just a little bit of stick. You feel like just this boot come on your back, Kazan, but it doesn't really phase you at all.
Hey, that's sturdy. And I just keep going.
As your mouth, you know, breathes out. What's your breath weapon? As
Fire. Yeah.
yeah, you feel like the steam kind of emanate out of your mouth, like each exhale as you push it, do a push-up off the floor.
Oh, come a little bit of smoke, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and the dust from the room is, you know, pretty dirty. It like blows out and bellows out with each passing huff. As you start to get to like 50, you know, 60 push-ups, 70, and then so on, it gets harder and harder, and you feel the muscles begin to tense up. At the same time, you know, the blood starts flowing in, and you start to get like beef. You're like the liver king right now. Victoria rolls a natural 17 plus the modifier of the creature.
I just used a Raven stats since I
That's
can't
fine.
find it. So it's a +3, so a dirty 20.
Yeah, some things like that can just be reskinned, right? The reskins work all the time. You said dirty 20. There's no enemies in sight. The waves are rough, and they're like, as the wave barrels over, it creates that white foam on the crest of the wave as it barrels into the side of the rocky shores and up across the beach.
Yeah.
Whatever damage that happened to the shipwreck, like loose papers and things like that, obviously it happened a couple days ago, like the merchant said, or Gazan's master. Anything would have probably been blown out by now, any loose things, right?
Right. Have Pumatilda back in the pocket dimension, come back to myself. Well, I'm not seeing any new threats.
Victoria, how does it
Sure.
feel when your creature like leaves your body, like, and goes to another place, and you have to like suddenly eject out of this other body and enter back into your own?
I think it's a little disappointing every time because the freedom of flight and for that few moments Victoria doesn't have to feel like Victoria to like it's jarring. It's waking up suddenly from a very good dream to being back in reality. So every time she's always just like a little like okay.
It's not as intense. Have you seen Doctor Sleep before?
No, I haven't actually.
Have you, Vena?
No.
Doctor Sleep, there's a woman in it. She's like a witch. And she does this astral projection type thing, and she gets like thrown back into her body as she gets whipped across going places with like outside of her body. That's kind of how I imagine it. Like your spirit is projected through the creature's eyes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of imagine it like your consciousness leaves your body, kind of like it's flying out the same way your summon did, and it just enters your summon.
Yeah. It's like moving your soul and spirit around. It's still tethered to your body. You're not in another dimension, but like you're in another place. Still the same time, same plane, but there and not there at the same time. You enter back into your body. What do you do?
I just look at everyone else. I don't see any additional dangers, but do we want to look around? Maybe that probably not anything left on that shipwreck, but anything worth salvaging, and mainly try to get lumber to repair the ship so we can leave.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Swimming back would be a pain in the ass, and Pete might get tired doing that.
Prefer not to do that. All right. Well, I'm fine going investigating the shipwreck.
And this poor little scrawny fella, he couldn't swim 100 meters. Points over to Earendael.
I am very capable of killing you with but a thought.
Oh, slow down there, big man. You don't need to be like this one over here. He points to Gazan.
I am nothing like that barbarian. Please do not compare us.
That's the second time you've threatened my life.
That was me, though.
Yeah, but you all are together.
Okay, come on. We just woke up. I'm not in the mood for this. Let's go to the boat.
You guys get up and I'll go to the boat. The other two sailors are with you. And the boat is like damaged, right? If we start putting a lot of weight on this boat, the water elemental kind of destroyed part of it off. It just starts to kind of capsize. I don't want to say capsize, but the water starts getting into it, especially if like big bad Gazan gets in there. It's going to start going under. But if Karma gets in there, it's okay.
Right, well, I think we need to make repairs on this first before we can attempt to use it, especially now with 2 additional passengers.
I have a very simple solution that I would like to test out if you don't mind. And no, it's not a bridge.
Oh, so you're not going to suggest we leave these 2 people behind?
I've got to hear this. What's your suggestion?
I am going to drop my satchel and retrieve the bowl of commanding water elementals.
Do you want me to fetch your white gloves, Noble?
I'm quite fine, thank you. It has already been cleaned. I say as the once blood-stained bowl is now a blue trim copper plate. Is that copper? Yeah, it looks like copper. It's a copper bowl with blue trim, and the blue is like little waves along the rims.
You haven't washed it out, but the symbol of the darkness is in there, dried blood.
No, I mean I would have like prestidigitated the blood out of it if that was possible. I mean, unless the blood remained.
Yeah, you remove it.
All right, cool. But the symbol of darkness is still there, right?
No, it's gone now.
Oh, it was just the blood? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Broad blood.
All right. So I'm going to walk over to the water and get on both knees and kind of let water fill into the bowl naturally. And I'm going to sit it down. And I'm going to place my hands out and just a few inches hovering above the bowl as I begin to try to coax the water out of it to form into a shape that is more befitting to my needs as I cast Conjure Elemental.
As you do this the entire time, I'm just gonna like crouch down and just stare into the bucket and like you like over and over again. What is happening here?
We're just watching.
You are utterly blindsided by a very large entity of water just rise out of the bowl. More water in this entity than there was in the bowl.
Oh.
I'm gonna lean
Elemental.
over to Victoria. It's just a parlor trick.
Elemental, maintain this raft's buoyancy, I say as I point towards the boat.
Like moves out and goes under the water, and the boat begins to kind of lift it up from the bottom under, and you see it just like kind of being held under.
All right, everyone get on.
You're sure this is gonna hold?
Absolutely not, but it's the best choice we have.
Carmen steps on.
Yeah,
Okay, this better not be going farther really fast.
well, I
It
think
will go as fast as we need it to.
Okay. I trust you, Elf. Don't betray me.
the boy that cannot swim is offering the assistance of water. This is fun. Get on.
It's kind of
Did
poetic,
Kazan get
isn't
on?
it?
Pete looks at
Yeah.
Vena and says, "Ladies first."
I suppose since Kazan got on, I could get on too. It's still holding.
Oh, I was already on there.
You see like it's tipping a little bit, Vena, but it's holding up pretty well.
All right.
What about the two sailor dudes?
Everybody gets on, I
Oh,
guess,
okay.
right? And the water beneath it begins to like roil as, you know, we're doing it. And he's like, well, I don't even need to fucking paddle anymore.
Of course you don't.
And the water
Elemental.
like, creates like a torment, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a jet boat, sort of. You know, since we're moving at 90 feet a turn.
Yeah, like a little jet ski type action there. You guys see like a little
Yeah.
spring come out, like one of those like motorboat engines, I guess. You guys are taking off, and you just see like the turbulent bubbles behind you as you guys are quickly heading across. And like, Sam, hell, this is incredible, there, buddy. I didn't mean to piss you off earlier.
You absolutely
Sure.
did, and I did as well. But he's smarter than us. That is clear.
Smarter than you, not smarter than old Pete.
Smarter than us.
All right, buddy. The other sailors just kind of look at each other and like, fuck, we got lucky on this one. And you guys try to like, you know, just guys jetting over. And what do you guys do? You guys make it to the other end of the shore where Pete
Oh,
kind of docked you off
alright.
at.
I think we chose to go to High
Right.
Pass immediately.
Oh, I was going towards the wreck.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I thought we were going towards the wreck, but
Oh, we're going towards the
I
wreck.
might have missed it.
Yeah, we're going towards the wreck first.
With Pete,
I mean,
all
this.
the sailors?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
Just to see if there was anything to collect.
they can help. Yeah, they can help us gather wood because this elemental only lasts an hour.
Yeah. And traveling to High Pass, Gazan, High Pass is like a day and a half travel, even by boat. So
And that's
it's-
only an hour a day, so
But it's
Yeah, we-
quickly, you just like jet across there. It's kind of like where you kind of pathetically tried to build that little ice bridge. It was working, but you know, it's just slippery. You know, on ice on water. You know, it didn't really. It doesn't help that you're.
it
not
wasn't the
most-
greatest idea.
Well, it's not like you were.
Good idea.
It was a great idea,
No.
but You guys
Try.
make it to the other side of the shipwreck. You look around. Now I'm going to try to open Word to get to my documents.
Oh gosh.
And I hope it doesn't
Oh,
crash
boy.
the computer, okay? That's what I'm saying. So if I suddenly just like lock up, you know, I look like
Just make a really good face while you open it.
Yeah. All right, guys. The DM crashes. We're doing another soul searching episode.
All right, here we go.
Oh
But
boy.
You know my whole story.
Can-
Only this time we're not stuck in a lighthouse. We're stuck at sea.
Karma, can you pray to Bill Gates real quick for me? Good.
Karma,
what
slapper,
would you
bane
say to
of
pray to Bill
gods.
Gates? Would you tell him not to go on the Epstein boat or whatever it is? Epstein
Oh,
plane?
no. Oh no.
Oh yes.
Don't go to that island.
poor Billy. He had his wife divorce him. You know, he's too many trips on Loda Express. All right, load this up.
Don't go towards the light. But if you are, please give a vivid description of it so I can write it in my next novel.
Okay, I'm loading it up. Here we go, guys. Fingers crossed. Oops. Okay. Loaded up my other document too. Few scattered torn timbers of floating in the vicinity are still a visible sign of this recent wreck. So there's still residual wood that's kind of come off and like pushed into the water as the tide, you know, increases and decreases. The model is really cool. I'm not loading up Tailspire because I don't want a blue screen of death right now. We'll slowly take more risk as this dream goes on. What do you guys do? The sailors look at each other and they said, "Ain't nothing left of this fucking boat. That's a
Well,
pity."
you see.
I jump down
Take
from the
what-
boat and stumble towards the opening of the boat, like the cabin.
I'll go
You
with.
three, I gesture towards the not player characters. You will gather what is left of that boat and repair this one.
He looks over at Pete. Yeah. He like kind of nods off to as Earendael says it. And they start trying to grab some loose timber. They're searching for like other materials like tools to maybe hammer and nails it through, you know, some carpenter's tools types of stuff. The boat is quite large, you know, and one of the sailors gets off and grabs Vena and says, "We had like a crew of like 20 people. Where'd everybody go?"
I assume most of them were sacrificed, along with your body. Was going to be next, right?
Or
Jesus.
they had
Great
did you have
gods.
another boat on maybe there's another raft that they could have maybe escaped with.
Oh no, they were absolutely dead. There were
With the
many. but
gillmen
not
out
that
there?
Guys, stop freaking them out.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I'm just being rational.
We could maybe
We can-
have them help us build the boat if you guys stop freaking them out.
They're more than dead.
Oh,
Wow.
that one in the black.
You
just
are
said they're all
not very
dead.
subtle.
Here,
Look, there's
if it will help you take your mind off of the impending doom of your inevitable death, just build the boat. It'll probably take your mind off of it.
I don't know.
Also, we won't be trapped on this island if you build the boat. So there's that.
Their souls were absent.
Oh,
Maybe.
Excuse me? Are you telling me they're soulless? How do you know?
I didn't feel anything when I proceeded with my ceremony.
Oh, that's what you were doing with those girls. I
So
wondered,
I
but
suggest
not
we all
ask.
be very careful, because I don't know quite what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, see, so we should just build the boat and then we'll get out of here, guys.
Now I'm even concerned.
I
Oh.
agree.
I'm just gonna go over towards where the elemental is awaiting its next command, and I'm going to dispel it with, "Your duty is done. Return to your room," and it just dissipates into the ocean or the lake we're on.
Didn't we have that for an hour?
Yes.
I'm gonna go search the ship.
I will also help search the ship. Who knows what valuables we might find, if there are any left.
Okay.
Gazan has advantage on the next roll.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Well, that's going to be an investigation check because I'm definitely going to search the cabin.
All right, Gazan, make an investigation roll with advantage.
All right. Here we go. Oh, it's a 20! And I didn't even have to roll for it twice.
Roll it twice, just for practice.
All right.
You can also right click it, like I was doing with Vena the first week. You right click the roll, and then you click roll with advantage.
I will also expend my inspiration on this.
Oh, no.
What?
Just use my inspiration.
You're gonna get another one for the nat 20.
Double nat 20.
I reckon you should.
I kid.
Okay.
Cool. You gain inspiration though from rolling a natural 20.
I already had one, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you got to use it.
Mm.
Thought I made an article for this. I guess I did not. Gazan rolls a natural 20. He finds some stuff in here. Let me pull it up. You find a chest, Gazan. The chest is, the lock has been damaged on it. The chest is quite large, It was in here, and surprisingly, the Murlocs or the Kuatoas or the Merfolk, they didn't grab anything, grab this chest. And neither did this beast that lived in the lighthouse, right? Do you open it up?
I will try to, yes. Actually, first I would like to lift it up to see how much weight it actually has, and then I will try and open it.
Pretty heavy. Probably around...
Okay, I'll put it down.
Yeah.
Are we all aware of this, or is Gazan the only one who has made?
Oh, I guess I'm just going off on my own.
The shipwreck isn't that big, so once unless a player specifically says they don't want to relay that information to the party, the rest of the party the information is disseminated to the rest of the party.
I'm gripped by the excitement of finding some new stuff, so yeah.
Oh, hold on, Gazan. Maybe before, if the creepy fish people and the creepy bitch didn't want it, perhaps we should take a little caution.
You can clearly see the lock. It has been fiddled with. They were trying.
Wouldn't they have taken the whole thing? Is it very light?
No, it's quite heavy, in fact.
If you're concerned, I can, I just make a little magic spark in my hand. Search it for any, dangerous magics.
Do you know anything that could break a lock?
I know many things that can break a lock. Do I have them? Probably not.
I can only mend.
It's okay. I've got quite a few abilities at my disposal.
That does not surprise me, Karma, actually.
Though I doubt there is any hint of magic left in this object, I could take the next few minutes to investigate, if you so desire.
What could be so dangerous about a chest?
The sailors are taking some lumber that they found. They found some other tools that are around. They start nailing up and repairing the boat.
You clearly have never heard of a mimic.
A mimic?
What's a mimic?
Oh! Our inn used to have a mimic, actually. A big beefy one. He actually had weird arms that even rivaled my own. You won't believe. It's absurd.
What?
You're right, I won't believe.
Now, okay, if you're so certain this is going to be malicious, in fact, I'll give it to you. And I push it just over with my foot.
Oh, no. In fact, I am most certain that it's not. I'm asking if you, I'm gesturing towards the group, wish me to. I'd rather not waste my time on this, but it is an option.
What is it that you're going to do?
I'm going to detect its magic, if it exists.
All right.
So, Earendael, do you cast it as a spell slot or a ritual?
I'm going to use my class feature, as the college describes, wizard, to instantly cast it as a ritual.
Yeah, how many times a day can you do that?
Once.
Okay, so use it right now.
Yep.
How does it look when you cast this ritual spell? It's supposed to take like a while, but you do it very quickly.
So normally whenever I cast a ritual spell, I would take a meditative stance and let my book hover in front of me while I study its pages. However, this time I simply open the book and then the information just gets shot directly into my brain. It's literally visible. The arcane sigils are just in me now, and as the detect magic spell works, my eyes begin to glow, and it's instead of 10 minutes, it takes 10 seconds. And now I can see magic
Ooh.
in a 30-foot radius.
You look around to see if you can see magic on the chest that is pulled out. Gazan kind of pulls it closer to the boat, puts it down. You guys hear a thud. Victoria, you hear like coin rattle inside of it, like that chinging sound when he lands it right on the sand. The sound of the waves kind of make it hard to hear things, right? But Victoria, you're looking around. You don't see like sharks or anything like that. The fish and all the corpses and like things, they must have been eaten at night that were around that you guys were throwing out at sea. The chest itself is not magical.
Mm-hmm. Are its contents?
You open it up.
I can see through a lot of. If it's a wooden chest, I can see through 3 feet of wood.
You look inside. A little bit of magic inside. Yeah.
What school?
So is it alive or is it not?
It is
The chest.
a type of abjuration magic.
The chest itself, no, but there is something inside that I would be very interested in looking at. Who wishes to open it?
Right.
I'd rather not smash it.
On the lock.
I'd prefer you not break it. That could damage what's inside.
Karma, do you have a trick?
Sacred flame on the lock.
I'm sorry. What? Oh shit!
You see this like flash as Karma. How do you explode the lock, Karma?
She just lifts her hand up and just brings it down with a snap as holy energy forms above the lock and crashes into it.
I did put these new sound effects in.
I imagine whenever you use Sacred Flame, it's like when Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist just snaps his
Yeah,
fingers.
100% is what I'm thinking of.
You guys and your fucking anime references.
Shut up! Mustang was cool.
Mustang was dope.
I haven't watched the anime in a longest time.
Neither.
You guys hear that little sound effect? Oh no, I don't have it linked to you guys. I don't want to crash my computer, so I haven't linked the sound effects. It creates like a little chime sound effect, though, Karma, as you snap it across as the holy light, breaks the lock apart. Who opens the chest?
I'll do it since I'm very interested in what's inside.
You peel
Who's
it
standing
back.
right in front of it? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying Earendael is because we're just doing Theater of the Mind. Vena, are you standing near it?
Who's gonna have to make this deck save?
I'm who's all like right around it, because like Karma's right by it, right? And so is Earendael.
I'm standing right beside it.
We're all standing around it. I was just the one who was in front of it whenever its lock exploded in front of me.
Karma's in the back of the group. She's gonna like, if anything happens, it's happened to you guys.
I'm just peeking around Victoria's back.
You open it up, Earendael, and
I die. Good game, guys.
No. You see a lot of coins in there. The coins are there are a lot of copper pieces, silver, and gold pieces. You also look and you see some diamonds. Small little diamonds in a sack that are in there. Plus some other gems. A cistrine, a sardonyx. But you also see something familiar goes on in there. Slave collars. 12 slave collars. They're stamped with the iron links of High Pass, and they're the ones that have the residual magic that you're able to tell, Earendael. And you also see a brander in there as well. The brander is something they would use to brand slaves with. You look at it, and it's easy to tell, Gazan, it's the brand of the Iron Links. It's the same brand that you have on your cheek.
Oh.
Well, that is quite interesting.
I will link the treasure in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Well,
no.
It takes about, I'm going to just say it takes 20 minutes to count it all.
All right. Do y'all want me to divide it evenly?
Are you gonna take those collars?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I would suggest you dump those in the ocean.
is the brand magical or just the collars?
The colors. The brand is just for looks, from the looks of it. Unless if there is actually magic in the brand.
I definitely
Is there?
wouldn't touch the collars if you haven't touched them already.
Gazan, what do these collars do?
As you say that, I'm just like a child who was caught with his hand in the cookie jar. I'm like,
You know that I told you about having a knife by my neck the entire time?
Are you don't wear a collar, do you? You just have the tattoo?
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, you do have a collar? Or...
No, I don't have a collar. I have just a tattoo.
Gazan knows, though. The collar is like the preamble to the branding process of slavery.
How does it work?
It's a kind of stamp, but it injects into your skin, so it's permanent.
Once you put the collar on?
Damn it. Hold on.
Earendael, you look at Gazan's face with the detect magic up. It's a little magical, right?
Right. Let me just do this on my phone. I can actually do it that way. Yeah, continue. I'm just doing the math. It sucks.
So is it that you have to have the collar on, and then when the brand is applied to the skin, it creates a magical rune?
I suppose it's a sort of frame for it.
The gold coins are stamped. You look at them a little bit closer, Victoria, as you're pulling them out and helping count them.
Mm-hmm.
They look, on one side, there appears to be like a man with a shaved head. It's written in a strange language, but you're well studied. The language is common. It's Bagraxian, but it's like a form or a dialect of common that is in the southern lands. On the other side of the coin is a ball of flame and two arms clasping a ball of fire, like a globe. And then there's strange inscription around it. And I will link you what the coin looks like. Thank you, Gazan, for helping me make the coin.
Is any of this familiar to me? The language or the symbol?
I divided the coin for y'all to look at.
You have been gone. How have you been like around High Pass recently, Victoria? Like, you're well studied, but this is sort of stuff that's happened recently. I would say Victoria would know this information. This appears to be a coin of Rizu the Genie King.
And who is that?
He's one of the four generals of the darkness who is based out of Husad. The treasure is stamped, and the coins look very fresh. The coins are in pristine condition. It's the world of Zin burning, grasped by two hands, surrounded in flame.
What do you got there, Victoria?
Coins, it looks like. I'm sorry, DM. Can you repeat? The coins are from what country?
Not from so in medieval times like this, there's not quote unquote countries, right? There's sort of like city states.
Yeah.
But it is from an ambitious guy. His name is Rizu, the Genie King.
And he's the general of what area? Rizu, the Genie King. Okay.
Or Rizu, the Superior. And I'm going to try to link these articles into Sim Trish's Discord D&D area when I have articles like this. So people can check them out in her Discord.
That'd be great.
And I hope hand over one of the coins to Karma.
I mean, what's strange about this coin, Victoria, it's not uncommon. Victoria, you remember your father was on a coin once.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not uncommon for like lords and things like that to be put on coins. But what's strange about this coin is completely unblemished. Not a scratch on it.
Like this was just made. Like someone's just making these coins.
Freshly minted.
Why
Currency.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a decent
What
amount
do
of currency.
What am I looking at here? Victoria.
Well, this is the symbol of Rizu the Genie King. I don't know why they'd be here though. I mean, look at them. Not even ever used.
I mean, it was on a boat, right? Maybe they were coming from his kingdom?
Coins, jewels.
Gazan, you
slave-
know a bit, but like Lord Corn kind of keeps you in the dark about things. Like you're just a slave. You're just like as a muscle. You know, you don't do very much like putting it all together or just knowing knowledge beyond that. Like he doesn't tell you the inner workings of the iron links.
Do the collars look like they were used, or are these fresh collars? Like, do we get the idea that maybe someone was sold, and that's why the collars are empty, or are these collars that are meant to be used on someone?
Well, I mean, definitely they're
Oh,
supposed to
no.
be used on someone.
These collars are certainly still quite usable. I say as I put another one into my bag.
I'm wondering, is this a purchase for fresh slaves, or is this a slave that was recently sold for this currency?
Repairs all done there, Captain. Looks over at Earendael.
Ah, wonderful. That was quite fast. Impressive. Then again, I know nothing of shipwriting, and I do not know if that was fast or not.
They whisper something to each other.
Let them whisper what they wish.
Kind of just lean over to Earendael, like, do you really believe that they repaired it all this quickly?
Absolutely not. But we can at least investigate.
You guys have been doing this, been out here for about a half an hour.
I'd like to cast a spell.
What do you want to cast, Karma?
Oh, God.
Here we go. You cast invisibility.
Fireball.
Oh.
You left the screen, Karma. We don't see you. It's okay.
Oh god, sorry. I apologize.
All good.
I would like to cast cast Detect Evil and Good.
To detect celestial fiends or fays creatures.
Yes.
Right. Is that similar to the paladin ability, or is it a little bit more intricate? Because it's actually the spell, right?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's just a level 1 spell.
Oh, okay.
Detect
lasts
celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, undead within 30 feet of you,
Okay, interesting.
as well as where the creature is located.
But does it last for like 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, lasts for 10 minutes.
So instead of it just lasting for an instant when Gazan casts it, it lasts for a longer time. So you can like investigate things. Cool.
Yes.
Search out heretics, you know, creatures that aren't supposed to be there that infiltrate
Those
the church.
who must be purged.
Exactly. Doesn't really go off. Nothing's detected, Karma.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep it up for a little bit.
For sure.
Well, I say as I pocket the rest of the stuff and tie it neatly into my bag. Sure, fine.
You can have my share. I don't need this. Corn will just take it away anyway.
I won't
Just
say
giving
no
it to
to free money.
everybody, or
Well, maybe we
Are
can.
you asking me to redivide this?
Well, who'd you divide it for?
I
The five
divided
of
it for
us?
the 5 of us. Yes.
Fine. Well, maybe Gazan, one of us can hold on to your share until we are not around your person. Still yours, but we can
I like
hide it.
you.
Pete chimes up. He's like, "You don't want it? I'll take it."
No, you were paid enough.
Actually, I
Damn it,
have an
worth a
extra bag
shot.
here, Gazan. And I pull out the backpack I bought that just had my spare clothes in it. I'm just going to pull out my spare clothes, put it in my other bag. If you want, this can be your bag, and anything that goes into it, if you want, I'll hold on to it, but it is yours. You can put your gold and your skins in here.
That will be a wise way to carry it. Sure, I'll take off on that.
All right. I'm gonna hand Gazan over the bag over, and anything that you can put in there, I'll keep it in my inventory if you want, and then, but it's yours. And if
I
he
feel
tries
like
to-
I'm asking another favor of you.
It is not a favor. I am simply holding on to an item for you. And if he tries to take it from me, he will lose his hand.
Very well. You have my blessing.
You can start with this. And Karma will take out her extra sickle and put it inside Gazan's bag.
What is that for?
It's better than your knife.
How do I use? Okay.
Swing it at
can-
things and you cut it.
Okay. I've never used a sickle before.
It's rather the same as a dagger, except instead of stabbing, you slice.
But it's like a knife, but the blade is out to the side instead. It
Yes,
doesn't quite
it's-
work the same.
It's great for decapitating.
It's a curved knife. Yes.
Swing from side to side instead of stabbing motion.
You have a wider range of motion.
What about you? Will you be needing it?
I have to.
I see. I will give it back to you once we're ashore.
Grand.
Anyways, Pete, I think that's your name. Show us your work.
Hop aboard.
Does this boat look like it's been properly repaired?
Make an investigation roll.
All right. Someone got proficiency in that?
Investigation?
Yeah.
Nope.
No? All right. I got plus.
I have +1.
I think I can enhance your ability.
I think you have
is that a,
inspiration.
You
though.
mean like a spell, or as in?
I don't know if it works on other people though. 1 second.
Are you talking about what's it called? That cleric spell that I keep forgetting the name of.
Yeah.
The cantrip.
It is.
Guidance.
No, it's a level 2 spell.
Oh, you're talking about the actual enhance ability spell.
Borrowed knowledge.
Oh.
It does.
I mean-
I think it's only a self cast. Never mind. Karma shuts up.
I wouldn't ask you to waste a second level spell slot on this.
Looking good there,
I have a
Captain.
+4.
Ready to go.
And
I have nothing to help you.
Let's find out.
I'd like to see if there's another room here on the boat, just under the
Yes.
water.
This boat looks like it is indeed a boat.
All aboard.
Okay.
Very well.
Gazan, you rolled a natural 20. I kind of just told you what's going on. Everything else was
okay.
like kind of not worthy of note. There was other kind of stuff. You did see. I'll say one thing Gazan did see is he was just trying to look under the water. I mean, you saw like manacles and things like that too. Do you want to take any of the manacles that are there?
Oh, well, manacles. What are those?
Handcuffs.
Like handcuffs.
We can use them
guess
to
not. I guess not.
restrain prisoners.
You wouldn't want them?
No.
Wait. This whole
We can,
there's manacles on the ship. So
Yes.
this was a slave ship.
yes.
Sailors look at one another. Yeah.
I
How
rather
many?
thought that was obvious.
Like we said, about 20.
Well, were you guys slaves on the ship, or were you guys
You don't see the
captured?
brands on their face. Hell no.
You were the slave drivers, then.
Yeah.
Makes
You
sense.
have no remorse in your life, do you?
They look at each other and like they just look back at you.
I wonder if this ship is safe.
Well, if it isn't, they're on it too.
You will get to live another day.
Also, if this ship is not safe, I just kind of, you know how old Western cowboys brandish their gun? I brandish my bowl.
Get us back to shore within the hour, right?
So the way the bowl works is you can only summon the water elemental once per day, but it's funny.
That is true, but they don't know that.
That's true. They're intimidated.
Just
by
tapping it like, I got this bad boy.
You. You're intimidated by your big brain. Your galaxy brain.
So
My
are we
brain
gonna add
starts swelling.
the coins to our inventory? So before I
Yeah.
forget.
So kind of here's the thing, guys. This is our first kind of like loot thing we got right. So you gotta have to figure out who the treasurer is. It looks like Earendael has sort of taken on that responsibility as he's divvied up the loot to you guys.
I'm treasurer in another one of his campaigns. I know a little bit about it. So if y'all are all right with that, I'll do it.
I don't know what I'm doing. Go
Be
ahead.
my guest. Go for it. No.
Of course. Currency and learning its ins and outs is quite elementary for someone as learned as myself. It's the least I
So
can do.
onwards to High Pass, I guess.
Well, I think we need is your
We
Let's say
should return to where we started, should we not?
we need to get paid first and then the high pass, right?
Absolutely.
But Corin said he was expecting me in High Pass. I think he'll be there.
Does he expect us to lug these bloody heads all the way to High Pass?
Oh God, I'd forgotten about
Pete?
that.
You've been doing too much work in the study or something, my lady. This type of work, you get your hands dirty.
Oh, God.
He expects us to collect the bounty in High Pass?
Speaking from experience, the locals don't like cadavers much.
That is a day's journey, even by boat.
This, well, you have to take the ferry if you want to go there. Gotta take the Opal.
Someone named a boat after a gemstone.
Well, yeah, it's my boat.
So we're going on your boat.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I bought it for an Opal. They don't call me Captain P for nothing. That's my boat.
You bought a vessel for 1 opal.
Yeah, it's a real fucking beaut.
A single opal.
Yeah.
An opal that is worth exactly 1,000 gold pieces, and you bought a vessel.
Yeah.
Do you know how much work that goes into making a boat? It is quite a science in itself. I think it was well justified.
Is this boat bigger than the one we're on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you got a point there.
Oh, God.
Are we shoving off there, Captain? Looks over at you,
Yes.
Earendael.
Yes, take us to your opal thing.
Who's helping me push off?
I'm
I'm
already in the
coming.
boat.
Vena does. Vena's like,
I just hop in. I was like, I can't do it. Sorry.
oh, God.
I'm coming, just like before. Here we go.
I make a muscle and it does this.
You know, Pete's kind of chubby, you know, so he has like his gut kind of shows. He's got one of those shirts that's just kind of too small. You can
It
see
just
the bottom
bounces.
part of his gut a little bit all the time, right? He's like, "What you looking at?" And he kind of pushes off. You almost see his belly button. He's like, just trying to tease you with it. And then you guys shove off. You guys land on the shore, and are we walking back to Windstrand? Is that what's going on? We're just kind of following Pete around.
Yeah,
What
we're
is
following Pete to his boat. I
Yeah, I
reckon
guess
we
we-
should take a break at Windstrand, though, so we can actually do some
Well, yeah,
party
I need to
management.
get my fucking drink on before we go out on the boat.
All right, back to
Oh,
Windstrand.
God. You're planning on piloting a vessel inebriated?
Yeah. Of course, that's the only way to sail.
Can't be any worse than when he's sober.
Oh, my God, I miss my homeland so much.
You say that, and I feel refreshed. I haven't been on an
You're not-
expedition in nearly a year. Lighten up
This-
a bit.
Colin's got you
is
by the
not
balls,
an-
don't he?
This is not an expedition. This is most likely a prolonged and inhumane execution.
I feel like
You
Aaron
fought a
don't need
shark
to
and
be.
you lived to tell the tale.
I did not fight a shark. I ran from a shark.
It's true. You killed a fish, Noble.
Wonderful. Get your drink or whatever it is you need.
All right, let's get a gander on this way back to Windstrand then, fellas. I'm a little tired from rowing that boat all the time, but my lady, what's your favorite drink?
But
Mine-
me?
No, not you.
Okay.
Toxie's looking at Vena. I saw you drinking at the bar trying to be friendly with those gobos.
A lady likes a good mead here and there.
I'm a fan of whiskey myself, you know.
I wasn't gonna go straight there, but I do dabble.
Interesting. I didn't know elves drank so much. What makes you drink?
My history.
Oh, really? Dark and mysterious. But not as dark as that one, points over to Kama. I can barely see her damn face. She's always
I'm
looking down and
flattered.
stuff.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I go, she's not as dark and mysterious as she'd like you to think, and I kind of give her a little shake.
The way the portraits are lined up, you just
worked.
aimed at me.
I know it didn't work that way, but like on my screen, I'm just like
Uh,
like the Brady Bunch.
no, here.
See, we're walking through this like forest, you know, on the way to Windstrand. Several rivers and things pass through here, creeks and such the like. And I'm gonna try to load up a sound effect. Let's hope it doesn't crash. So I'm just trying to baby step this a little bit. So if I crash, you guys could just kind of role play in the forest. You
Yep.
know? It's kinda
I'll
how-
make the woodland creature sounds.
That's kind of how I'm
Take him to my house. It'll be fun.
segueing this a little bit. All right, here we go. How about we have? I'll roll a d20 for weather though to determine how bad the weather is.
Oh, fun!
The
Do I
weather is.
detect any elementals in the weather?
It's starting to like. There's a little rain coming out though. And Pete says, "Oh fuck."
Same strategy as before. Press the digitation umbrella.
Use an actual
Speaking of
umbrella.
umbrella.
So it's starting to rain.
Yeah, it's starting to rain. sprinkles.
Except
All right, I'm gonna try to
except this
share audio
time-
with you guys. So let's hope it doesn't crash. I'm playing it on my side.
while I
Right.
am doing the same thing as I did when we were first approaching the lake, except this time I will make it a little bit wider so other people around me don't get wet.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was gonna hide under Victoria's umbrella.
Yeah.
Make a. Everybody makes a perception roll. The DC's 20.
Jesus.
I have advantage on this roll.
Yes, you do. If you have advantage, thank you.
I have +3.
Ah, natural 20.
Another natural. 20.
Yo,
Oh,
'cause
natural 20. Never mind. And here I was about to use my inspiration.
Do I just click the +3 to roll,
Yes.
or right click?
That's right. You just click it
Okay.
straight up. And then I didn't see. Yeah, there's Karma. Karma, if you roll with advantage, then you got to right click it, right?
Yep.
Like if
I'm
someone,
on a tablet, so it's very slow.
Did mine come through this time?
if you can't right
Yes.
click on the tablet, you just click it twice, right?
You press and hold,
Yeah.
Oh,
press and
okay.
hold.
and then like you press and hold, and then when you let go, it'll give you that option to do the thing.
On my handy dandy Chromebook, I got to tap twice with my fingers like this here.
Where'd you
Hey,
get that, Earendael?
Gazan,
Oh, I'm not Earendael, I'm Billadale.
Are you Pete's brother, like from the south?
Nah, I'm from the north.
Where did he come from,
Billadale.
Billadale? Gazan,
I
you
came
look
from a
out.
place called Hexus.
Gazan, your eyes are kind of like dragon's eyes, right? They kind of slit a little bit as they kind of go inwards. You focus up ahead through the rain and stuff. Like one of the creeks, like you're supposed to cross over. This time it's being guarded by a small platoon of, I want to say a small group of goblins. You see about a dozen goblins out there. And they have 2 giant wolves that they use to patrol. But they've stopped someone there. There's a wagon. And on the wagon, you see like half ogre that's on the side. They seem to be just getting started in the negotiation process. You guys are about 300 feet away from this.
Okay. I take
what do you guys
a
do?
quick set of steps upwards and just T-pose in front of everybody.
Hi.
What on earth are you doing?
We have trouble. Look there.
Trouble in the form of what?
Shh. Look there.
It's raining. I can't see, and I doubt whatever you're pointing at can hear us.
I look.
Do I detect
Orcs.
anything?
Goblins, wagons, armed forces.
Oh my.
You are aware they own this territory. That's normal.
I don't think
He
this
says,
is normal.
I don't want no trouble. Can we just go around?
Can we
I
the rest of us see
agree.
the card?
Yes, everybody can see it. So once I relay information to the party, unless that player specifically says they don't want to, it's relayed to the rest of the party. You guys
Okay.
are all working together, so that's kind of how it works, guys.
Can we see like the merchants on the ship, or the merchants on the cart, or like who like owns the cart?
You want to get
That's
closer
just a
and take
half
a look?
ogre.
There appears
Like
to be
sneak.
like at least a few people, like 3 or 4 people around the cart. They appear to be humanoid, you know, not as small as a goblin.
What are we doing? What is our course of action?
If you're gonna
Well, if
go
you
up there
guys-
and start causing trouble, he looks over at Gazan and looks over at Earendael. We're gonna stay back here.
I have no intention of wasting my time on those plebeians.
I'm gonna put a hand on Gazan's shoulder and then send Matilda out and look through her eyes to scout, see what's happening.
Send out
What
Matilda.
are you
again.
doing?
This time Matilda should be a duck, since it's raining.
I try to just send her out, and like she should be a goose, but now she's a duck. It's like
Incredible.
Victoria, just come on.
This one right here, she's a witch. That one of those
That is
says. And
incredibly inconsistent.
the duck flies out, through the rain a little bit. You get closer, without causing any alarm. And I'm just gonna make a roll with the goblins, just a singular roll. I got to roll pretty high with them. Let me pull up their stat block real quick.
Stat block? What stat block? I thought they were just XP.
Ooh. It's a perception roll with them. We'll have Matilda make a stealth roll to counter the roll.
Okay.
Try to stay hidden in the rain.
All right. My stealth, I'm gonna get a plus. I don't have proficiency, so it's just gonna be a +2.
Cool. Your dex.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
They look at the gust and they say, "Fresh!" They start screaming out in Goblin. They start shooting at Matilda. I'm gonna make one attack roll. Make 2 attack rolls with the short bows. It has a range of 80. Is Matilda farther than 80 feet away?
I guess that'd be up to you. She was just gonna do a flyby, so I can try to see what's going on with the people that they have. So it's up to you.
I'll just do a straight roll since you rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, that's DM guts, dice guts.
They shoot the bird for 3 hit points.
Oof.
Yeah. Like jerk back to the body, like just holding onto my side, just.
Okay, reach out to you and like try and grab you. Ho! You're back. You're fine. Are you okay?
I just saw that.
They killed my fucking duck.
Yes. Yes, they did. It was quite painless, I assure you. That's 2 arrows to the neck. Quite accurate.
Are you fine? Are you hurt at all?
I'm fine. Matilda's not. Damn it.
Matilda will be fine. Surely you've lost her before.
She's gonna be angry at me.
Victoria, I hate to bring this up at this time, but did you see anything?
I'm guessing I didn't with a nat
4.
1. Or
It was shot.
You can make the perception roll. You got close enough for them to shoot you, right? So you can make the retcon roll of a perception roll.
Would this be my stats or Matilda's stats?
Matilda's.
Okay.
Well, now we know that they are hostile. They will not ask questions. They will just shoot us if we see us.
I suggest we go around.
That was a duck. They shot a duck.
I'm not that hot about combat. I just rolled a 2.
Yeah, but you don't just shoot a squirrel because you see it.
Right, they shot an innocent
They're
flying animal.
They are goblins. They would shoot a squirrel just because they saw it.
I didn't get a chance to see anything.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Do you have something against goblins?
I have a lot of things against a lot of people and a lot of species. Yes.
To my knowledge, goblins are misunderstood.
They are lesser races that should probably not exist.
That's harsh.
It's true. They are a pestilence, they are pests, and they are quite parasitic. They can't even survive on their own without the more brutal version of them, the hobgoblins.
Alright, let's set this strange conversation for a moment. What do we want to do about these people? We can't see if they're being harassed or not. I'm assuming they're being harassed, but what do we want to do?
Seems like there's a lot of them and not a lot of us.
They killed your duck. I'd say it's your choice.
Zan, what do you want to do?
Let's just say we beat these guys up and we take their stuff. Would it be worth it?
The
With what
goblins
little
or the
they have?
merchants?
The entire platoon.
Us. Alone. In the rain.
Yes.
12
You're hidden.
goblins. Plus everybody around the cart, or just the goblins?
I have no interest in causing more mayhem than necessary.
You'd have to get closer to scout it out. Yeah. You have to get closer to make another perception roll, right?
We don't need to put our own lives in danger over this. Let's just try and find the boat. Where's Pete?
I'm right here. Look to your left. I'm a little shorter
Grab him by the collar. You show the way. Here we go.
Well, we gotta go around. I mean, it's just gonna take us like another hour. We gotta go around the stream here. But you know, it's up to you guys. What's the plan?
Suppose
Pete
continue.
looks like a little nervous, you know, like he doesn't really wanna. He's not really a fighter, you know. He's just like a sailor.
Do you know of a quicker way to where we are heading towards Pete?
We gotta go that way around.
Then lead the way.
When
You
he
go
says
first.
does he point like towards the cart or just in a direction?
Points like away from the cart, to the right.
This won't be much longer, will it?
I think it'll take about another hour.
Oh, God.
We can expend an hour, sure.
Fine.
But we just go this way, though. I don't want no trouble. That's all I'm asking for you. If we
It
go
looks like
over the
they're-
bridge,
It looks as though they're collecting a toll. That's all it is.
of course, a
We
darkness.
have more than enough money.
It's a tax that they put on, you know, to pay for the armies and stuff.
Of course.
This is a tax that pays for the darkness armies.
Oh yeah, my lady.
Do you know how much they charge?
Someone like Pete, they only charge me a copper. Someone like you, though, my lady, I charge you a gold. Looks over at Victoria.
What, that's it? Then why are we even wasting our time? Let's just go.
Because they're shooting us.
No, they're not. They shot a duck.
They shot my duck. That's
Yes, they shot your duck, and I'm
just-
sorry.
I haven't
Victoria,
had
how
a
do you
duck in
feel
days.
how do you feel to face to just walk past the bridge and face these people that killed your duck, or these goblins?
Oh, I'm quite interested in seeing what kind of toll they're collecting to help bolster the armies of the darkness.
Wonderful. Then let's go.
All right. Besides, let's check in on these people, make sure that everything is okay, and surely nothing will come of this. And Pete, you might just want to stay back a few paces.
If I'm not mistaken, that half-breed up ahead is most certainly half an ogre, so I'm not concerned for them.
Is the ogre on their side or part of the merchant group?
You have to get
There we
closer to
go.
find out.
Let's find out.
You get closer, and you're about 150 or so feet away now, and there appears to be an argument going on. The DC is now 15 on the perception roll, but you can make out maybe someone in there now in the group, someone familiar.
What's everybody? Who has the highest perception modifier? Because I can give you advantage on your roll.
I'm
I
gonna
have
have
plus
everybody
3.
can roll it just for funsies.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. No more tactics. Let me just roll my dice, man.
There we go.
That's
That's
kind of
That's
how
forward.
perception works too, because everybody's there. Everybody
Forward.
can make a look.
12. Oh dear,
Oh
Victoria.
gosh.
Oh dear.
what? That's a
Oh
15.
dear.
That's
I got
fine.
I got a 4.
Did everybody roll? Farmer rolls an 18.
Okay.
Sorry, D&D Beyond is done for maintenance for me now.
Oh, you got maintenance with the maintenance guy.
I did.
Victoria's the only one to see it. You see your familiar face, Victoria, and you pointed out to Vena. It's a Snotwagon.
It's not a wagon?
It's not
It's
that
not-
guy.
Snotwagon, the goblin.
Snotwagon.
Wagon the goblin.
The guy you drank with.
We
Yeah.
met him before.
Snotwagon. And I actually got a picture for
Oh, it's Snotwagon. Okay, okay.
Snotwagon. I actually put
It's
out.
not a wagon.
that's right. That's right. It's not wagon. I'm like, okay.
You see him
and-
there. He seems to be just like talking with them. The other guy out there, the best way to describe him, he looks like kind of like Captain Jack Sparrow. He's got a do rag on.
Jesus
He's got
Christ.
like he has like tattoos on his face, goatee, earrings, and he's got a decent looking appearance, but still kind of gruff. I will link you a picture of him as well.
Is it just a picture of Jack Sparrow?
It should just be a picture of Jack Sparrow. That'd be hilarious, but this is actually what he looks like.
Oh, it's close. Ooh, it's a sexier Jack
Oh.
Sparrow.
Oh yeah, it is.
He's out there. I'll link you a
Hi.
picture. As also you see the ogre too, or the half ogre. He wears like a beaded necklace, like one of the Shaolin monks would wear. He has a large sword.
A monk with a sword. That's a first.
Well, I'm just trying to describe him. He has knee pads on.
My bad.
He's quite large, and in this time, you guys know that the darkness. There's a lot of like half breeds out there. This could have been a product of maybe like an ogre or a very large orc or an ogren. This is what he looks like.
Okay.
By God, that is a large man.
I'm gonna
Big
try
guy.
to pivot over here on my stream so I can, because I'm getting a little more confident. I don't. Someone prayed to Bill Gates for me, so that helps me out.
Karma did it, right?
Show me Tailspire.
The player of the 360.
Yes. Do I have to get out of it to get right back in it again? Because I'm still in it.
I'm going to load up Tailspire. We're continuing, correct?
Should we
Pre-
approach them and
prepare-
see if perhaps they'll let us pass?
Prepare to sanctify the holy technology with the 5G. Amen and amen.
I'm glad you guys are having fun as I'm diddling around figuring out my life right now. Okay.
I love watching Gazan just disappear into the darkness of the background.
Takes me with him sometimes. It's great.
Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna load it up, guys. Let's pray. Oh boy.
Can't disappear.
just run behind your Christmas tree.
I wanted to disappear too.
I
Did
can't
someone
see
give
you,
you
so you
some?
can see
Oh, did someone give you? Oh, they gave you a sub. Yeah, that guy's Steve. He's one of our other players in the other games. He's awesome.
Is that Dillian?
Yep.
Yes, it's Delian / Rune.
Oh shit, bro.
He's like my #1 fan and player. He's doing great.
That's the MVP, bro.
Yes.
Rune Herd.
That's the cleric I
sociopathic-
strive to be like.
The sociopathic centaur.
I don't want to load up any other browsers, Earendael, so you're gonna have to view it on the stream, and you just have to deal with it. Yeah. Because I.
As long as there aren't any more battle maps.
Well, it's a battle map. You just have to deal with it.
Earendael, we're here to start shit. Come on.
We're here to kick ass and take names. Here we go.
You wanted to go here.
So I got the battle map out now. I'm gonna load you guys kind of in as we're approaching through the woods.
Okay.
We're approaching down the creek. I'm Pete and all the NPCs. How it works with these kind of guys, unless you really want me to put them out, they'll work like essentially like summons and things for you guys, and then you control them. But they just basically have like the commoner stat block. Let you know.
No, let them stay all the way.
Otherwise, basically they're at risk. You want Matilda's dead. Okay, so Karma.
Yo.
Gazan,
I still cannot see the map.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
loaded you in yet. I'm just
Okay.
still loading up, guys. Here we go. Here
There
we
we
go.
go. Loading.
There you go. So we have the cart up here with the big ogre guy. And here's all the goblins around the encampment. There's 2 horses on the cart. Roke is here talking with Snotwagon here. And you recognize Snotwagon from your time in the bar with him. So you're pretty far away. If I actually want to be real technical, I measure it out. Yeah, so you're about 180 feet away. And you guys did roll really high, like a natural 20 and a 15. I mean, that's pretty good. This is the only model I could find for the ogre for now, by the way.
I don't see the other minis.
Because you're probably not close enough yet. There's sometimes there's a line of sight issues and things like that.
Hey.
That's cool.
It does it for your individual model. So it's kind of like a pseudo fog of war.
Nice. All right.
What do you guys do?
I'm probably just gonna walk on up. Not drawing attention to myself, but not jumping from tree to tree here.
So what you can do is hit the M key to kind of use the AoE tool. See how I do that? I use the
All right.
flashlight, but you would have to use the M key.
Okay.
And then you can kind of say, hey, I'm going to move my model up to here. If we want to all move up to them and kind of interfere with what's going on here, that's up to you guys.
Okay, I think I would try to move up to here. Can you see that?
So you want to move up stealthily or not?
Just for the sake of brevity, since I can't actually see where anyone's going, I'm just going to be moving with her.
Sure.
Can you see the game again?
I can see the stream, but again, it's like a minute behind.
Oh no, I on the Discord. Is it not streaming in there anymore?
I mean, I could do that, but you said that there was some kind of feedback.
Just try to
Some
use the
kind of
Twitch
lag.
stream for now,
yeah, I
Earendael,
forgot,
and
I
then
forgot.
hopefully by next time we play, I'll have figured out some of the blue screen of death errors.
I don't think Victoria's really. She's not stealthing. She's not like calling attention to herself, but she's not trying to ninja her way through the tree line.
How stealth works is you move at half speed, right? And then you make a stealth roll versus the opposing perceptions of the creatures.
Okay.
That's if they seem a little distracted, obviously, but you know, there's a few of them have these like giant wolves here, right? You see a few of them have these like wolves out here. Go ahead, and Victoria moves up.
Are you sure this is safe?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh,
I
God,
kind of
hate
go with.
this.
Oops, sorry.
I will help mitigate what danger there is.
Are we trying to sneak up on them, or are we just approaching this?
Or just going towards them.
Oh, right. That's all.
Well, I
need.
was gonna say since me and Victoria knew Snotwagon, maybe we go up there and.
I know
No.
him as well.
If they
Right.
chase you,
Yeah,
chase
then
them down here and we'll smack them.
All right.
Was Vena and
Perhaps-
Carmen that met him at the Golden Chain?
Well, in that
We've had
case-
drinks with them, Victoria. Maybe they'll
Ooh,
just
think
want
guys,
to.
there's been an improvement in the stream. Now it's only like 12 seconds delay.
Perhaps we try the diplomatic approach.
All right. Yeah, I think it was Vena and Kama that you had the conversation. I think in that case, I
Oh,
will
okay.
stealth up to here. If you want to attempt the conversation, if things go badly, I'll be waiting behind this tree to help with diplomacy.
What do you
Would
say,
love
Karma?
to- I'd love to follow my lead.
All right. Then I will be stealthing DM just to get behind this
Okay.
tree.
So, is everybody moving up to this tree as stealth, or just Victoria by herself?
I'm not
Oh,
stealthing.
right behind.
Okay, so you're basically how it's working is you guys are moving from tree to tree, you know, sneaking through the forest. So just move your models where you want them to be in case the stealth roll fails. Those who
Alright.
move up to the tree are rolling the stealth roll. Those not are back kind of where they're at on the map.
Karma, are we moving up to the?
Yes. Let's keep
Oh.
our distance and try to get their attention from afar.
Okay.
If y'all don't mind, I'll be moving with you two.
Karma, you have to be behind a tree though, so you're kind of out in the open like this.
Oh,
So
so
you
I
would
was
be like
just-
back with the group and stuff here.
So,
There we
Earendael,
go.
are you staying with Victoria and Gazan or Vena and Karma?
I'm going with Vena and Karma.
So everybody moves up, so everybody makes a stealth roll. Do you see how this works, guys?
Okay.
All right.
17.
If you're wearing
Oh,
heavy
all of
armor,
us need
you
to make
may-
a stealth roll?
Yeah, and I'm only going to roll with one of the gobos. I rolled a 4, so everybody, if you roll a 3 or less, you fail the roll.
Oh,
They
God.
I
stop you.
literally can't.
Okay.
I literally cannot fail the roll. I have
I
a
got
plus
11.
4.
I rolled a
Okay.
10.
Yeah, 10.
If you roll a natural,
21.
if you roll a natural 1 on skill checks, it doesn't mean you automatically fail either. It just means because you can be proficient in things. Like, it doesn't mean you automatically fail. Same thing with saving throws. You only fail on attack rolls when it rolls a natural 1. Everybody successfully stealths up to the tree. There appears to be an argument going on. You hear Snotwagon talking to this guy. Let us check. Let's have the wolves go at it. And the other guy's arguing. He's like, we don't have anything here. They're just arguing.
The droids you seek are not here.
Karma's gotta like walk up to this tree.
Okay? As
Is
you
it
get
another
closer, you
stealth
make
roll?
another stealth roll. Yeah.
Okay.
I roll a 17 this time.
I rolled a 4.
Hey, boss! They say in Goblin. You there, it says in Common. Come out! This
Oh,
Goblin.
hello. Yes, I seem to have gotten lost. I was hoping you could help me find my way.
You gotta move out of. Are you moving out of the bush?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Move your model.
approach. I'm gonna approach.
You got lost?
Yeah, I was hoping you could help me, direct me towards the town. These woods are such a maze,
The Snotwagon turns over to you and he says, "Where'd you turn? You want to pay
I'm
the
gonna go.
You want to pay the
I'm
tax
sorry.
and cross the bridge. You have to pay your tax and turn. Wait there."
Is Vena with Karma right now?
I was just gonna
Of
move.
course.
I didn't move initially, but I was just gonna be like, move up next to Karma, if that's fine.
You want to stealth behind the tree?
I guess I could do that first and then
Yeah,
just
roll stealth
wait
roll.
and see.
Now you've
Okay.
caught the attraction of the other goblins, so I'm going to make 3 rolls with them. So the highest I roll is a 13. So if any creature spots you, that means they spot you. Because as more creatures are looking
Almost.
at you, the more perception rolls are made.
I got an 8.
The other one spots you. Snotwagon notices you. Oh, that's who I think it is.
Oh, there you are, Karma.
Yeah, so it's a maze here, right?
I was just looking for you. I lost you in the woods.
Yeah, it's crazy. I asked these respectable fellows here if they can direct us back to the town.
Yes, we're very lost.
Snotwagon kind of
Very
comes up
lost.
to you, Vena, as he recognizes you. And the other gobble, like a couple other gobbles, kind of follow him. Watch him. He like tells this gobble here, right? With the wolf. And then he kind of approaches you and he's like, well, if it isn't my old drinking buddy.
Oh, hi.
I didn't quite get your name.
Oh, my name is Vena.
Vena. You're a long way from home, aren't you, Vena?
Me and Karma. Remember Karma?
Barely. I remember you, though.
We're very lost, and we're just trying to find the town.
I remember you one hell of a drinker.
Boy, am I thirsty.
The other gobbler's kind of like the other ones are this. The other one's like kind of looking at you. It grins a little bit. Yeah, everybody else is stealth behind the other bush, right? But the other goblins kind of move up, you know? That's kind of how stealth works. And the goblin looks at you and says, oh, I got one floating above you, Karma. You see that? That's how that tree works a little bit.
Got my eye on it.
Let me move him back here. He's in the bush a little bit. Sometimes
Hush
I'm
now,
like,
Gregory. I am searching.
he's like the computer glitch. You know, you see it sometimes in the video games. They just like fly into another model.
Happens in The Sims a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Snotwagon goes, you're one hell of a drinker. How'd you drink that grog so quick?
Years of practice.
Really? He looks over at the other goblin. Give me a grog. You gotta see this.
It's true, she would be a bard if she didn't get kicked out of college.
The other
I
guy.
elbow her.
I thought we
whisper
burned
at
down
Karma.
all the college. It must have been before the war.
Yes.
He hands the grog to Snotwagon. Snotwagon holds up the grog. He's like, show me again.
Oh god. I look over at Karma to give Karma the look.
I don't know what look you're looking at me with. I don't have that spell prepped.
If I whisper to Karma, do they hear me or?
It's a sleight of
Am I
hand
able?
roll. That's kind of how I do it. Or a stealth roll again. You try to like whisper something in front of their face.
Okay, so I have to say what it is first and then I roll?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'm
think about this.
waiting. Snotwagon says. He's looking right at you. The roll would be at disadvantage since he's like looking right at you.
Okay. I'm holding the cup
Could
and I'm just like,
could I cancel that disadvantage by revealing myself?
As a distraction, kind of?
Yeah.
Yes, you could. As you guys are all hearing this, right? Because you're not too far away.
I'm just
Vena,
like-
what do you say? So, Earendael comes out from behind the bush. Well, if it isn't a party. Snotwagon says as Earendael kind of comes out from behind the bush.
Well,
What do you
I
say?
emerge
Well, hold on.
alongside Earendael.
Okay,
You're all lost too.
Vanna, what do you say to? What do you?
We were
whisper
trying to
now?
catch up with you.
What? This is crazy.
Oh
Yeah, it's a
yes,
fucking party.
quite lost. I was so terribly lost. Whatever could I have done had I not wandered upon you two?
What do you say, Vanna, as you try to whisper something?
oh crap. I'm holding the drink like this and I kind of try to like, cover my mouth. I'm like, I like it more room temperature. Give me a minute here. And then I kind of try to whisper over to Karma. I was like, we need a distraction.
Can I reply back with a whisper?
Vanna makes
Gotta roll my stealth
Yeah,
first?
you make a sleight of hand or stealth roll, right?
It's rolling.
I reach for Earendael's staff and try and yank it out of his hand. You're done with this.
Excuse, give me that. You will not.
No, I need it.
If you do not unhand my property, I swear by the saint you will lose your life, woman.
No, I need it. I really do.
There's your distraction.
Someone gave disadvantage to the stealth roll to Vena. The Vena rolled twice, so she gets a disadvantage stack -2. Snotwagon says, enough talk. Drink up now. Show me that trick you did. He's watching you very carefully. Any roll made now is at disadvantage.
Do I have to roll again?
Well, what are you doing? He wants you to drink the grog.
Okay.
He's trying to say,
I'm still
hey,
holding it.
yes.
And okay, wait. Victoria's not over here.
Victoria's
A
stealth in
grimace
the
to
bush.
Earendael.
Do I hear what she says to me?
So here's the thing. I'll refine this too. If you guys are like trying to pop off, people with stealth get advantage on initiative rolls. Okay. That's how we do it in the 6E rules. That's how they do it. Because I killed a player in one of my other games by a surprise round, so that's no fun. What do you do, Vena? They're looking at you and they're getting impatient.
She's panicking. Hold on. Oh god damn it. Can I like kind of just like
Snotwagon.
kind of stretching? I'm still covering my mouth. I'm not saying anything. I'm just looking back at Earendael like with like kind of a wink, like do something, but like just with my eye.
I just grimaced to
Just
Earendael
twitching.
and released his staff.
I yank my staff back and I just plant it into the ground. And I take a deep breath. What is that?
One of the goblins, Snotwagon is like deadlocked onto you, Vena, but the other goblin looks back and says, like sees like a flock of birds flying. We did kill a duck earlier.
Ooh.
It fucking disappeared though. It got lost in the bush or something. Must have fell into one of the trees. Drink up. Snotwagon's like more insistent now. He grips his blade on the side.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna start approaching where Vena is.
Okay. I'll move Aaron.
I just walk up right
Yeah.
behind her. I tap
And
her on the
I-
shoulder.
Indeed, and I follow up just behind you.
The other goblin's a little worried. The other goblin, like a couple of the goblins, see what's happening as you guys are moving up out of the bush. They start to position themselves too.
I tap her on the shoulder, and as she turns around, I yank the bottle out of her hand and,
You start
down
drinking.
Oh.
No, not really. I'm actually casting minor illusion at the same time. That's the somatic component. And I'm making it seem as though I'm drinking it, but in reality, it's actually going over my shoulder.
Wow, incredible.
Oh.
Incredible.
I'm right behind you, dude.
Make a sleight of hand roll with advantage versus Snotwagon.
Sure.
It could work for sure. It's actually a really cool idea. I like this.
I'm gonna get it all over me. Oh no.
I'm trying to pay attention to Twitch chat, but I don't
those
want
were
to
not-
Dump it all over
That was
Gazan.
that was not good.
Oh no.
It just sounds like-
Okay. You roll with advantage.
If it,
I roll a. I
yeah.
roll
Oh
a nat-
wait.
You rolled with advantage. You did. You rolled a 7.
Okay. What did they roll?
You rolled a natural 20.
Oh, well, then, I mean, inspiration wouldn't have done anything anyways. Oh well.
Declare
Yeah.
inspiration in advance, and Snotwagon says, "I'm not impressed. Your trickery doesn't work here."
Oh no.
He
I
like
have been caught.
he looks over at another.
My
He looks over at another goblin. Bring a grog. Yes,
my
boss.
traipsy
Wait,
jape has
when he
been
turns
foiled.
around-
Yes, he turns
Wait,
around.
He turns around to us. Oof.
Venice model has a big fireball head over his
I don't
head.
know if the party's gonna trust me if I do what I want to do.
Oh.
What do you do?
Ooh.
What do I do?
Make a roll for it.
They
gonna
see the
roll for it.
like the group sees like the other group sees the tension going up. He's like, "We're gonna be able to get on the what?" The other guy says, the Jack Sparrow guy, right? And Snotwagon says, "Give me a minute." He looks back at Vena.
Snotwagon. Snotwagon, that was your name, correct?
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Yes.
I'm going to reach into my satchel and pull out. How many of us are there? There's 5 of us. All right, so I pull out 20 gold pieces. If I give you this, will you shut the hell up and let us walk?
Make a persuasion roll.
Do I get advantage for giving him 20 gold?
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, God, rich boy.
It's versus his charisma check. I rolled a 15.
I
Roll a 19.
One more time.
You got it. He's cutting out a little bit. He's getting blue screened over there too. I see you roll a 19 there, Earendael.
Ah, no, it's doing it again. All right, I'm gonna have to leave and rejoin. I can't hear y'all.
Oh no.
I'll be right back.
Oh no, Earendael! They lost him. Earendael successfully convinces Snotwagon. Snotwagon says, he's like really disappointed though, Vena, as he looks at you. He says, I knew it was just a parlor trick. He was probably helping you in the bar, wasn't he?
Oh no. Those were different times.
It was 2 days ago.
A lot can happen in 2 days.
A lot can happen.
And we're back. All right, what did I miss?
Nothing, I'm just talking about
Where's your friend? What was his name? Argag. Yeah, where's he?
None of your fucking business.
Oh, he was the nice one.
Move along. He like Snotwagon moves back. The other goblins are like kind of move back into position as they begin to investigate the cart a little bit more. They start to send the dogs around the cart a little bit. What do you guys do?
I move along. I've just paid for all of us to walk
across
away.
the bridge?
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Are the horses still alive on the cart?
Yes.
As we all start crossing the bridge and get far away,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame and attempt to spook the horses.
Okay. Let's move your models over here. Victoria, what do you think about this as Karma begins to cast magic? He like turns around and starts to cast magic at the horses.
Yeah, I think as Earendael pays off the goblins, Victoria's like a little steamed by that. But we're gonna get through safely. So as soon as she notices that Karma's doing it, she's just like, do it. Victoria's itching for a fight.
As Victoria's walking away, Snotwagon grabs on to your hand, like kind
Me?
of forcefully. Yeah. And says, as the dogs and stuff are moving around, you see they're like, it's kind of like a shakedown, right? You kind of see what's going on here. They have like dogs, like kind of like think about like the police dogs when they're like, they get a hit on a car. You know, they're like, oh, we'll just, now it gives us right to search your car, right? Kind of what's going on here a little bit, right? But they got some like giant wolves out. But he grabs Victoria. Again, sort of just theater of the mind. You know, as you're crossing the bridge, Snotwagon comes up to you and he's like, there is one thing. Maybe you are. What are you? What is your group?
Pull my hand away.
Yeah.
It'd be wise not to touch someone uninvited.
I'll touch whoever I damn please. You're not in charge here anymore. We're in charge. You guys see like Victoria kind of getting held up at the bridge a little bit. Like I'll move the models a little bit farther forward if you want. Snotwagon is like he's approaching you. He's kind of like this, you know, that you saw the picture of him I sent you. He's kind of like this weird looking dude. Weird looking goblins, green skin, eyes almost dark though, like black, almost black eyes. But he's like fearsome grin. Victoria, as he says, like we're in charge.
Is everything all right, Victoria?
Yeah, she's being held up. Earendael's gonna stop and walk back towards them.
Just gonna look down at him.
How powerful is your magic?
I'm the baddest witch you are ever going to meet. And I hold out my hand and I cast Prestidigitation, but I just have a bunch of sparks like shoot out of my hand into his face. They're harmless, but just a psh.
It covers his eyes.
Don't fucking touch me.
Or what? More parlor tricks.
No.
Can I cast
Then
my
you'll
spell at
actually-
this point?
Then
Karma
you'll
tries to
actually-
cast a spell. The space.
Then you'll actually have to deal with someone who can really, really end your life with better thought.
And
Back
as soon as
off.
Earendael's done talking, that's when I'm going to attempt to spook the horses.
Sure. Do you cast? Do I make a dex save with them?
Yeah, I was going to do Sacred Flame in between them. Hopefully
What's the
noise.
save?
Oh, Sacred Flame.
What's your spell
It is
save
a
DC?
dex save of 14.
They pass with a 16. They kind of come over though, and you see like the ogres, like they're kind of just waiting around as the dogs and stuff are searching around. And Snotwagon kind of goes back, so the horses are not startled by the spell. And Snotwagon notices this as he sees you kind of casting magic. He's like, maybe you are capable enough. Aghale has been having problems with a wolf. Pay a lot of good money. He like jingles his sack in front of you, Earendael. That's what you're interested in.
Nothing you could ever possess would ever be able to interest me. Good day. Come along, Lady Victoria. I turn around and I walk off.
Okay. Victoria, what do? You walk away?
Yeah. Rather walk with the horse.
Snotwagon walks back. The shakedown commences, and they say something in Goblin, they scream back, and they said, and Snotwagon says something in Common, and he's like, I knew it. What do you guys do?
I hate this.
Be across the bridge? Should we just feel like we're all here?
We have,
Keep walking.
if you're not counting, we're missing a few.
That's
guy-
true, is
The guys are across the bridge, and you see, the other guys are. I'm gonna say just for brevity's sake, Karma, that Pete comes across the bridge. He's like, oh, I'm with them, and he comes across with the other guys. Is that what you're saying, Karma?
Yeah,
Hilarious.
yeah.
We have our whole
Yes, the care of the posse comes along with you guys.
Okay, so they don't get
pardon
stopped.
me.
Okay.
Sorry. Oops, sorry there. Hey,
Someone
he
through
got
the
me
bushes.
there. He paid for me over there. That guy, oh yeah, big spender. Lord Karma. Oh yeah. He comes over there, like across the bridge, comes at you guys. He's like, oh. Pete says, oh, something's gonna happen there.
I got caught in the moment. I apologize.
Thank you.
Something very well almost did happen there.
Nothing but trouble.
Yeah, I
dealing with
almost
those
drank a
people.
nasty drink.
Nothing but
You're
trouble dealing with
welcome.
those people there. Don't talk to them.
Call me crazy, but that goblin was on borrowed time. And that does not sit right with me.
What do you mean?
I feel like he should have died a while ago.
Well, he's touched by the darkness. I think that's telling enough.
Yeah, well, I feel like maybe we should help him along.
You see them pull out of the back of the caravan and like some type of compartment that was in there as you guys are just talking across the bridge. You look back, they're pulling out like these bags. You guys
I don't think
continue?
it's necessary.
You guys continue walking?
I don't know. I think I'm kind of stopped with Karma as we're both looking back across the bridge. I'm inclined to be on your side on this, Karma.
Please
Perhaps
do
if
not
not-
put my efforts to waste.
Perhaps if not now, in a future endeavor, but definitely soon.
You get any idea of how the two that are now having their stuff pulled out, how they're reacting? Do they seem frightened? Like, is this something that's now dangerous to them that has been discovered?
They just kind of like look disappointed.
Hmm.
Like, imagine like a drug dealer who just got his shit taken.
Okay.
I feel like we got away already. We should keep going, but You guys seem to want to go back to see what's in the wagon?
Not after all the effort I just put us through to get us this far.
You could
It's
get your
more
money
like-
back.
It's more of I'd rather not fund their armies.
It's
There are
not
more
about
valuable
the
things in
money.
life than gold.
Those
Like
honor
living.
and respect.
Like living.
that gold turns into weapons, which ends the lives of somebody else.
That is
Their
true.
head turns to gold.
Anyone who is slain by those weapons with that gold would have died anyways.
Perhaps another day then, Karma.
Perhaps. Karma will lead the pack and walk off first.
You guys.
I'm gonna wait
walk off.
till. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till. Well, Karma already walked up. I'm gonna wait till Victoria walks off first, so I can, make sure they
Make
don't
sure?
try to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vena, you kind of are a traveler. You've been out in the wilderness. You've been around this side of the country. You recognize the type of people these are. They're called Vistani. They're like gypsy people. They travel. They're mostly traders. They travel around. They live in these wagons, They're basically just like gypsies, though. You guys leave, and you guys head back to Windstrand, right? That was going on?
Mhm. Yep.
Alright. We head back to Windstrand. Okay. Windstrand, it stops raining in Windstrand by the time we get there. Where do you guys go in Windstrand? What are we doing?
Well, I'm going to go to a general store.
I walk along with Earendael in that case.
I'll accompany you.
Well, then I guess we're all going to a general store.
Yes.
While we do that, I'm gonna look out for like a restaurant or like any food place.
You want to look for a restaurant? You want to go back to the Golden Chain?
No,
that's more
probably
of
not
a-
that.
Where you want to go? What type of restaurant are you looking for, Gazan?
Well, just anything that appears to be like a little more high quality,
There's really
like a
not,
fine dining area.
there's really not like a lot of fine dining places in this place. Like most of the places have been taken away. There's just a lot of trade. Any type of like high class dining is probably done in a high pass.
Okay.
Like this is more like a fisher town. It's a sister city to High Pass. But I'm not going to be a complete ding dong about it. Make a roll,
All right.
and it's an
What would that
investigation
roll
roll.
be? All right.
And we'll say the DC is yeah. You roll a 17. We're going to say you find like a decent restaurant.
All right.
Vena's
I'm just gonna
following
walk-
them to the decent restaurant. Well, Trisha lets her dogs out. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna walk in. I don't know if you want to do that now or if the other guys do that thing.
Do you want to meet up here?
I'm not hungry.
A place called the Miniature Coin.
Okay.
Owned by yeah, we can go into more detail, but let's go back to Victoria, Vena, Earendael, and I'm sorry, Vena's with Gazan, Victoria, Karma, and Earendael go to the shop. We're going to the Jumping Gnome pet store.
I mean, if there's another shop than the pet store, I'd go there. But if there's nowhere else, then yeah.
Well, hello. What are you
Oh,
doing back
boy.
here? It's 10:10 in the morning. Oh, you made it back okay, didn't you? Whoa.
Indeed.
You all in one piece? How's my little friend, the little one you bought?
I just pull out the small cage that he gave me and the rats in there, or the mouses in there.
Oh, impressive. You didn't feed it or something, did you?
Not yet.
You didn't even eat it. You didn't get that hungry, did you?
Rarely do. How much money do you have?
That's an odd question. I've a little bit of coin. Why are you asking?
I'm looking to pawn some things.
You're looking to pawn.
gemstones.
Show me.
I'll show him a sardonyx, what else was there? A chrysoprase and a citrine.
So you had the same damn problem as I can't fucking pronounce those names either.
I've never seen that chrysoprase before, so no.
Say 10 times
Citrine
fast.
and chrysoprase, no, shut up. They're all worth 50 gold apiece.
So how I'm gonna make a roll with this guy. I will make yeah, I know what to do.
Earendael, maybe while we're here, maybe see if he has a small bronze brazier.
That is what this was for.
Don't you know, I only have about 100 coin. I can pay for this one here. But anything more than that, well, it's gonna be tricky.
How about a barter then?
I like the way you're thinking.
Do you perhaps have any bronze torches or sconces, braziers, anything that can hold a flame?
Why would you need something like that?
Yes,
Magic.
He like strokes his beard.
I'm just going to give you the reasoning of magic and leave it at that.
Well, magic is not my specialty.
It's not the bronze brazier that's
He points
the
around
magic.
to like all his little animals he's got in here, and he's like, "Pets, pets is my specialty."
Obviously. Well, this is also supposed to be a general store.
Well, yes, I carry torches and things like that, rope. You know, if farmers come in, they need to tie something up.
You don't have a bronze brazier then?
Well, I could try to get it made. I could speak to one of the smithies, maybe a crossover in High Pass, bring it over here.
No, that would take too long. Alright. I will simply sell you the gemstones and take your money.
All right,
So
you can sell them 2 gemstones then for 100 gold.
I'm definitely getting rid of that fucking unpronounceable piece of crap. And I will also sell him the citrine.
Okay.
I'm going to keep the sardonyx for later. And that's 100 gold. Pleasure doing business.
Does Karma or Victoria want to do anything with this guy?
You don't have any weapons in the back, do you?
What type of weapon?
Just like a simple sword
Or a spear.
Spear?
or a spear.
You want a spear?
Yeah, spear would be perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want a pet with that as well?
Oh, God.
Do you have a mastiff?
A
Ooh.
mastiff? Oh, yeah. We do have a mastiff.
Yeah.
That's actually not a
I'll
bad
take one of
idea.
those too.
What do you want to call it?
Let's call him. Let's name him after my favorite bard, Morgwen.
Oh, God.
Morgwen?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one. What's a tale that he sings?
Oh, he sings just about everything. You know, he slayed a dragon all by himself.
Really? What type of dragon was it?
It's, tales say it was a black dragon, but, things get lost in translation all the time.
No, they don't.
When you live like I do, they do.
How do you live? He starts to like get out the dog. He's like,
Very-
you want the armor for it as well? Like some armor?
How much will it be?
Well, the dog itself, this is a well-trained puppy, aren't you, dog? The like slobber from the mastiff, comes down a little bit. It's like got a big old droopy face, It's got kind of sharp claws, and it's 30 gold. This is out of your price range. Yeah, train them real well. They can pick up the scent of anything.
Do you take trades?
Those fucking gobos, though, they just like to use their own wargs and wolves. Who knows what they feed them? God, scraps.
Do you take trades? I seem to be low on gold.
What type of trade you talking about?
Well, I can provide services for you.
I'm not that kind of
No,
establishment.
not those
lady.
types of services. Is there any
Any errands you need done?
This is taking too long. I'm just gonna reach into my satchel and pull out the sardonyx. Yeah, this should cover the dog and the armor.
And the spear.
I told you I don't have no more gold. You already
It's
got that.
for barter, not for gold.
I understand what type of weapons you want, like a spear.
A spear, and then the mastiff and the mastiff armor.
So the mastiff is 30. The spear is
Should be like 5.
one gold, 2 silver. So Earendael, you got to keep track of this on your end, buddy, that you're trading it off. And he hands you some of the gold back that you gave him. He's like, "Oh, this has a genie king on it. Oh, where'd you get this? This is practically new." He looks at it a little bit. It's like shines a little bit. He bites into it. Solid point too. And what type of sword do you want? Like a short sword?
I think we just wanted the spear, right?
Spear is 1 gold, 2 silver.
Alright, 50 minus 30 minus 1. And
You don't want a sword then, Karma?
No.
He hands
Sword
you
at
gold
this
back in
point.
exchange, Earendael. You have
That's
a dog,
18
though?
gold and 8 silver. Back.
Now, he actually offered you armor to equip the dog with.
Yeah, I wanted
right.
that too.
Okay, let me take a look at some... I'm just going to say it's hide armor. But, of course, you can get better armor if you want. The hide armor is 13 gold for the Mastiff.
There, he can afford that, yeah.
Okay, so deduct it from your end. Earendael, my little accountant.
That will be 5 gold and 8 silver and change. Alright.
Thank you, Earendael. I owe you a favor.
How did those boots
Yeah.
handle for you, my lady? Did they keep you out of the rain? So,
Yes, you do.
Victoria.
Oh, it did. The cloak was very water resistant. Do you happen to have an updated map of High Pass and the surrounding area? It's been a while since I've passed through here.
Yeah, make a D20 roll 10 or higher. Here's a map for you.
I'm gonna lose it on the next long rest anyways. Could I just give her my inspiration?
Yes, because you lose what they call heroic inspiration, the inspiration token in the top right-hand corner of the character sheet. Yes, roll. She already passed the roll, so you use your inspiration, though, Earendael.
That's fine.
You declared it.
I wasn't gonna use it anyways.
A map, though, you said? So a map costs about, a high pass about 13 gold in the surrounding area. So I'm going to say it covers an area of maybe 6 hexes around here. And how it works is with the map, you get any roll of survival, you get advantage on the roll.
Is this something that we think we might need?
Absolutely, especially if we plan on traveling.
Right. I'll buy the map.
Okay. Deduct it from, I guess Earendael's keeping track of it because he has like some of the party gold.
Are we out to pay with it my personal gold? Do you want to pay for it out of the party fund or?
You can I'll contribute that remaining 5 silver, 5 gold and 8 silver to it, but she'll have to pay the rest.
Okay.
Let's go to the restaurant now, I guess.
Wait. Are we at the shop real quick? Because
You want to go back to the shop there, Vena?
I just want to just see what kind of. I didn't get to hear what kind of shop it was. I'm sorry.
It was the Shining Pest store. Oh, my Tailspire is crashing. Hopefully my game won't crash.
13 gold for the map, right?
Yeah,
13
so
gold, yes.
I'm paying 4 gold, 2 silver.
That is 7 gold and 2 silver total. Because 13 minus 5.8 is 7.2.
Cool. So Vena, what do you want to say to this guy? Do you want a pet as well? You buy a sword and you get a pet. Just a small one, though. Did you say you owned some dogs at one time? Last time you were in here?
I own some dogs?
Yeah, didn't you say you owned some dogs sometime? Or was I thinking of another elf?
That was a long time ago.
They kind of all look the same, you know? It wasn't too long ago. I think I saw you a couple days ago.
What does that mean? We all look the same.
She owns a dog now. I just bought her.
We both just narrow our eyes in the slits
Well,
as he
look,
says
he
that.
looks. The only difference between you and you both almost look exactly the same, but you have blonde hair, and you have red hair. He like takes his spectacles a little bit and like adjusts them.
Okay, I'm going to ignore that. I guess I don't need a sword. Do you have anything else to provide, or are you just weapons?
We have all kinds of stuff that you need, like lanterns, rope, a pole if you need to start poking things, and a bunch of gerbils. And mice and, dogs and things like that.
Is there anything that you guys can...
Are you a cat person?
I am not.
Okay, well, I'm just, I don't know. I have to
Plus,
ask.
I don't want to eat the mouse that...
Well, you never know. They have to eat somehow.
Is there anything else, guys, that you could think of that we might need that I should... I'm not sure what to buy.
Do you have rations?
I have some.
All right, that's the most important thing. You got a bedroll?
Ooh, we just got this in the other day. He like pulls out a little potion thing, and it looks like. Let me tell you kind of what it looks like, Vena. It's a flask, but in between it, there's like a thin glass divider. On one side of the liquid is blue, on the other side it's red.
What is it?
Well, it's like wildfire. You throw it, and something starts to burn. Just in case you need to burn something.
I just kind of lean over towards her and say, I believe that is supposed to be alchemical fire.
You say no? Don't get it?
It ignites upon contact with air. It's quite useful, but only useful once, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any dog sleds?
Dog
Anything
sled?
for traveling? Mm-hmm.
This thing can only carry a real wee folk. Even I'm almost big enough, but maybe one of those halflings. Something like you just be wasting your money. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see where you're getting with this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Basically, he's going to charge you the price of a cart, right? Or a wagon.
What is that?
As Karma starts to put some gears together, I like what you're thinking, Karma. That'll just be 20 gold.
Reach into my pocket.
Just 20 gold. And how much for a pocket spellbook?
What?
I'm going to say the cart weighs 100 pounds by itself, but it has wheels and things, right? Pocket spellbook? Is that what you're asking? A spellbook?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a blank one right here. Spellbooks are pretty expensive.
Do I learn from spellbooks? I'm sorry, I gotta just ask
not.
a side question. Because mine's all within, right? I have to learn
your power, yes.
So how do I learn spells?
You don't.
You just
as you
develop
level
it
up,
over time.
You develop
Okay.
it, or as you have a spell list, and then as every day comes up, you get to re-pick your spells from a limited list.
But like if this guy had magical items, I could use magical items.
Anybody can.
Okay.
But if he has
just wondering.
scrolls, if he were to have any scrolls, like I have a scroll right now, I could
It's
take
only
the
for
time to
wizards?
I could copy that scroll into my book, and now I have that spell.
Okay. But that's not something I do. That's something that wizards
No,
do.
Wizard's the only one that does that.
A spell book is it's going to be about 70 gold.
Earendael, you have a backup, yes.
I have a what?
Do you have a backup spellbook? Every wizard should have one.
I don't need a backup spellbook. Mine exists when I wish it to.
Okay.
I
You remember-
appreciate the concern, but I do not need one.
You remember Earendael like summoning his book now, Karma, right?
Yeah, and also side by side of him drowning.
Yeah.
I just asked the shopkeeper real quick. Do you have any magical items?
So this is how it works. I don't.
You need 20
do-
gold for that cart, right?
Yes.
You have to ask for specific items?
Yes, you have to ask for something specifically, and then you make a d20 roll. The roll is an 18 or higher on it, just a straight d20 roll. And they're really expensive typically. They're like thousands of gold.
Oh, okay. I just need I don't have a bedroll like somebody suggested, so I should buy one of those.
Someone
if
asked
you
you
have any.
to say get a bedroll. It's 1 gold, I think. So for you, Vena, it's 1 gold.
Okay, I'm gonna take that out of my pocket then.
All right, Karma, you have your cart and dog armor.
Now we need
Is there
food
anything else
for
you
it.
want? Oh, God. How
It's
much
a
for the food?
responsibility.
How much for dog kibble or whatever it is you want to feed this thing?
Well, they usually just feed it like other creatures, you know. You know, you're looking
Oh.
around, you're finding things. You don't know
Yeah,
where you're
but we're
going.
not all nobles.
You want some? You want some chow? Some chum?
I'll
Some
just
chum?
feed. I will simply feed him the rat.
That
We're
won't
gonna need,
do it.
we're
Won't
gonna
feed
need
him
about
enough.
a lot more rats.
It's a pretty big dog, right? It's something like a halfling could mount, really, right? You know, it's pretty big, Karma. It's a pretty big dog, right? It's got to weigh. I'll tell you how much the thing weighs.
I
Victoria,
tell you
did
what,
you...
do you have any livestock here?
He has like
Shucks.
he has all kinds of animals here, like any.
I don't look
If I
like
give you 10 gold, could you slaughter one of them for me and give me the meat?
I said I have some charm. You want some charm?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Well, it'll last you a couple
meat.
days, but you know, before it starts rotting out.
Dead fish?
It's raw meat.
I suppose. Just wanted some blood with it too, but whatever. Okay, I suppose that'll work.
It sells you some chum that'll last for like, that'll able to feed the dog for 2 days for 5 silver. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe no, that's probably too much. Maybe like 2 silver.
I'll put a piece of gold down and tell him to keep the change.
Oh, high and mighty. What house are you from? You're splurging all that coin around.
Is he asking me or her?
Yeah, ask Karma.
What
Okay.
house are you from, Earendael?
What?
What house are you from?
Silverum.
From that one.
What?
He's like, aha. I can't see if you have those pointy elven ears behind that hood.
Oh, I do. I'm an elf. I'm an elf.
Kind of squints a little hard. He's like, every time you back away into the shadows, you disappear.
That's fine. That's how I like it.
Earendael's got that angry vein bulging in his forehead right now.
I'm gonna go to Gazan. He's over at the tavern right now, eating at the miniature coin.
Yeah, I will just walk up to the bar and peer at the barkeep from afar. Not even announce myself or
He's
anything.
like kind of an older guy, you know. It's pretty half busy. He's an older half orc man. He's kind of ugly.
Okay.
You just gonna stand there?
I am, until I am provoked.
Provoked?
I have something you might be interested in.
Really? Come closer.
Yes, a fine delicacy. And I take out a bag and just walk on over.
You walk on over. He's like, oh, he's kind of getting. He's like, gets kind of curious. You know, he's like, yeah,
Yep.
kind of getting interested. He's
Yep.
got like a nice apron on because this is like a nicer establishment, you know. And he's like, okay, what do you got? You put it out into like a table.
No, I just open up the bag and like just reveal it here. A sigil, some gold coins, and some shark skin, teeth, also fins, and the end of a tail.
He looks
The
at you
shark.
and kind of nods. He's like, your master wants to sell this.
I wish to sell this for my master. Yes,
Who's your master?
Corin from High Pass.
Oh, Lord Corn. Okay. Yeah, he's come by
Yes.
here a few times.
Would you be interested in these catches?
Let me take a look. He looks around in the bag. He's like, you're trying to sell him the fish butt stuff. Is that what the shark stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But
cool,
I'm
cool.
also just saying the skin is not for sale. That is mine.
Yeah, you're gonna take that to a leather worker.
Indeed.
He's got like these tusks that kind of come over his lip a little bit, you know. I have no idea how to price this, but it's kind of cool. I don't know what would you say it sells for, Gazan?
So it's a delicacy. It's probably hard to come by. So it's probably like between 3 and 5 gold a fin.
Oh, you're trying to sell the shark fins?
Yes, mainly, but also the end of the tail. Yeah.
8 gold.
8 gold.
Yeah.
Make it 10 and it's yours.
9 gold.
We can meet there.
All right. Shakes your hands like, damn, you got a tight grip.
All right. And
You sell him, he like takes the stuff, you go back into him with the kitchen, you unload it. He begins to salt it a little bit, to make sure it can stay fresh. It's like starting to go bad. That's what he says to himself. And you undo it, he hands you the 8 gold. The gold is an older coin of the region, right? It has a noble on one side and a castle on the other.
Okay. I appreciate this.
He nods to you.
And I walk back out.
Okay. Where do you want to go now, Gazan?
Did he also take the shark teeth?
Did you want to sell him shark teeth?
I don't think he has any use for them.
He does
So
not.
probably not. So I'm just gonna try and find an alchemist instead.
Want to go find an alchemist?
Indeed.
Windstrand is not that big of a city. There's probably like a guy, but I'm not going to be a douche about it again. I'll make you make a roll. You got to roll 15 or higher, and there's maybe an alchemist around. Because you're making me run the gauntlet.
I will expend my inspiration here.
Okay, roll it up.
All right. Investigation, you say?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 7.
Hey, no go on the first roll.
Here we are. An 8.
Fortunately, there's no alchemist here. You have to go to high pass.
Earendael, did you just take a swig out of a 2-liter Mountain Dew?
Yes.
That's a pure gamer move right there.
Right.
Now, where would the others be? Oh, that dwarf! I still gotta deal with him. Fucking trolls, he says.
So you go to the shop where the guys are at, right?
Yeah.
Go to the Jumping Gnome Pet Store. Okay, we're all back at the Jumping Gnome Pet Store as Gazan makes a little score with the fish meat.
I do want to ask the shopkeep.
Pardon.
Oh, yeah.
Has there been any news from High Pass?
Oh, yeah, high pass.
Who's
What's about?
Who's in charge currently? What's the lay of the land, I suppose?
Kind of gets closer to you, says, exhale. Exhale.
Egg?
Exhale.
He's in charge.
The orc.
That's the one we met earlier, right?
No, it's a different guy.
Egghill.
Haghel.
Oh, okay. Haghell, okay.
Aghel.
Hold on. What's
The one guy's named like Aghaz or something.
Aghell.
Yes, that's right.
That's not how I spelled it.
He says to you, he says, they say he speaks with different voices. Don't ever go to him. The dwarf kind of says he's kind of scared, a little bit.
Oh no, I can speak in different voices too.
Me too.
So he's the new ruler now. What has happened under his realm? I suppose not good things.
Victoria, you know who this guy is.
Hmm?
You know who he is, though. Right?
Yeah, just more asking how are things like
more recently?
Yeah.
I'm going to make a roll with this guy.
Okay.
Kind of give you more information. We did make a faction roll with him. I don't know. I keep my head low. I just tend to my pets.
Yeah.
You want something? You want a pet? Keeps you company, if you get lonely.
No, I have one.
Do you have horses?
Yes, I got some in the back stable there. You want some?
Do you have a carriage?
Well, your friend just bought a cart.
I think we'll...
Yes, but that is quite small. Oh well, it will have to do. I will purchase one of your draft horses. Make sure it's a young one, something that won't be too frail, and perhaps a discount.
70 gold.
That is the opposite of a discount.
Well, you are, Sorry.
I try to persuade him to give him a lesser amount to barter.
How do you try to persuade him?
That's
As you now have a mighty bedroll to lay your head on at night.
all I have.
That floor at the lighthouse kind of put a crook in your neck.
Yeah, I just needed that bedroll. I couldn't use the tail of Gazan. So.
Yes, he's like, get off me. I heard a little bit of that in the stream. You know, it's
my
phasing
butt
in and
hurt
out.
when I my butt hurt when I stood up.
Yes.
So to persuade him, could I just use words, or do I have to like?
You can, or you can use things to get advantage on the roll. Not just clear cut. You can be creative with it.
Okay, I'm trying to think.
You can just roll straight persuasion roll. I mean, I don't know what you say. You're trying to convince him, but you're not like convincing him in any meaningful way.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Like you're just like, he's like, well, the price of the price. If you don't like it, you can go to High Pass. He's like,
Let me.
but how you planning to take that horse if you're going to High Pass?
Oh, I plan on taking a horse, just not for an exorbitant price. I'd prefer if you were to sell it at its standard price.
What do you mean? I've never been to High Pass. Why can't horses go?
Well, you can take the horse, but you know, it's just not too many ferries go over there. You know. You remember
What?
Captain? You remember Pirate Pete? Now he's probably getting sloshed over at the Golden Chain right now.
I go sit with Pirate Pete.
Pirate Pete's at a different place. Vena gets Vena's just like frustrated a little bit. She's like, she wants to.
I don't
get
know what to
drunk.
buy.
She doesn't know what to buy. She's like lost. She sees all these pets. You know, they're kind of like shit. The smell of like shit in here too. Vena, it's like not very pleasant. The guy tries to do his best to clean out all the cages, but it's just not a pleasant place, especially for a lady like Victoria either. You know, there's like hay, you know, and stuff like that too. Vena gets up and leaves. Goes down the street to the Golden Chain. What else is everybody doing?
I grab Victoria's arm though. I'm like, come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I go with her.
I leave too.
I will not be paying that above market price. Good day. I leave.
He mutters.
As
something
you all
under his
leave, I come in.
Yeah.
You motherfucker! You
I
said
saw
there would be
outside the door.
trolls!
Oh no.
There are no trolls out there?
No trolls! Gillmen!
Oh.
While I'm walking out the door, I just
Gilman?
kind of grab Gazan by the horn and drag
Yes.
her
Come
out.
on.
Oh, sorry.
Victoria.
Yes.
So felt. Oh God. I felt bad that your duck died. So I got you a replacement.
Are you telling me I just spent
dog.
70 gold on a dog as a replacement for something that will be coming back within the next few days?
It's got many uses.
Did you buy
Okay.
me a dog?
I did, and it's got armor and it can carry a cart. So
She didn't buy you a dog. I did.
I'm not listening to her. I am kneeling down in front of the puppy, just, oh, sugar boy.
I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute. You're so nice, Karma.
yes.
I put an arm around
Hard
Earendael and just
earned
say,
gold went
you
into
really
this
have a
dog."
great heart.
I'm
I
going to
did.
kill that mangy mutt.
I look over at Earendael, ignoring what he just said, or what he said, and I go, oh my god, you're so sweet to help replace her duck.
What?
That's what I've been saying.
Sweet? What do you mean? Is that an insult?
Oh, come on, you know. Has
feel like-
nobody ever been nice to you in your life?
I just picture
No,
Gazan giving a noogie
that's-
as he's.
No, I'm just having an arm around his shoulder.
No, my lady. There is no need for niceties where I'm from. It's all formality.
Kama, what was his name? I missed it.
How do you coerce?
How do I what?
Do you not have attention from the females of your clan?
I had a betrothed, yes. Once.
I guess this is another personal matter I will not get into.
As would be wise.
Victoria, I named him after my favorite bard. His name's Morgwen.
perhaps ask some later time. Maybe then I'll feel more comfortable, and maybe then I will have calmed down by then.
I just put a finger onto his mouth and lean off.
What? Why are women so confusing?
You guys want to end the session right here, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm starting to get the time.
Let's,
I mean, making a woman joke is a pretty good way to end the session.
Yeah.
Timing as I get rated in Twitch.
Oh no.
Hello, everyone.
We all dead. Thank you.
We'll be back next week. Victoria won't be here, but I think you guys are going to go to High Pass. We're getting on the boat with Pete and go to High Pass. Take the heads and maybe collect some treasure. Probably be kind of an RP thing as we kind of find out more about what's going on in the world, right?
Someone in chat thought I was a bard, and that makes me angry.
You know that you are. Yeah. And
like Bard is my favorite class and character, but if someone were to call Earendael Bard, his blood would boil and he would lose his shit.
Oh, guys, we heard it. We have to use that now.
No, wait.
Yep. No,
He just he doesn't like the fact that bards have a college at a real school.
Oh, you're a STEM major elitist.
You're lucky I didn't take a drink of my water yet. Oh.
I got rated by Lords and Ladies of Fate, by the way.
Awesome.
Dope name.
Yeah, very cool name.
And good session, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll try to at least jump on the Twitch to listen, but I just don't think I'll be able to jump onto the chat. So
yeah,
I'm sorry,
Victoria.
I'm angry about it.
Sorry, my connection thing was a little buggy tonight, guys, but I'm glad we'll head over to High Pass next week, and as our adventure continues.